What's going on? What's going on with people? We're back again on the J James World Cup show, and with the main man, the equalizer, Ish himself. It's a Saturday night, and listen, piece of cake for the. I mean, the goat has arrived. I'm not eating cake. I'm having pizza instead, bro.
No debates, no conversations. If you know ball, you know in it. You know who the goat is.
You see the difference between him and Ronaldo, though?
Bro, the touch alone, Ronaldo's not doing that. The touch alone, Ronaldo's not doing that. And it's just like, he was quiet. He had a quiet game. I can't front.
Even the position he took up, that's not a position where you're going to score goals from.
No. And most normal players, they're trying to get in a box. They're trying to get around where the ball is. And that's something he's been doing for the longest. Like, he'll walk, people, like, when it doesn't look good, it doesn't look good in it. He's walking around the pitch in the first half. I need to get onto them, man, in the commentary as well, trying to chat about his body language and that.
Yeah, bro, what are you talking about?
They must think they're talking about just any normal player, like some average guy. This is the greatest player who's ever touched the football, bro. And they're trying to analyze his body language. I'm just like, this is why England, bro. It's just like, who are you as well? Like, I'm not even one to be like normally like you've got to be a sick player to be able to talk about football. But I'm sorry, it's Gary Neville, and like, please, you can't even chat to him. You can't chat to Messi. You can't chat to him.
They're talking about body language like he was like shrugging his shoulders, and that's not what Ronaldo was doing. That's not what Messi was doing.
He just weren't in the game.
Messi weren't going, getting mad and walking down the touch like Ronaldo did. It's like they're trying to associate the two. Like, yeah, they're both doing the same. No, they don't.
And it's like the walking thing. Like, he's never been one to be running around pressing the ball like an idiot. Like, that's not what his game is about. Even when he was at his peak, you'd see him walking about like not really involved in the play, and all of a sudden, bam, he's getting a goal.
That's the whole point. Is that's his game, isn't it? He walks about.
Exactly, it's been his game.
He's not there. Like, do you know what I mean, he's small, unassuming, and all of a sudden, bang! Do you know what I mean, he gets it, runs at someone and scores. That's what he's done, and you saw it even a couple times, like where he got fouled on the edge of the box. So you're looking, you're like, see, this is what Messi does. All of a sudden, he gets the ball, bang, beats one,
and then he'll go back the free kick. But today it's just a mad, like, accuracy of that shot. Like, if you see where it landed, it was perfect.
Perfect slide in the post. Like, yeah, it was ridiculous.
He's different.
Yeah, man. But listen, guys, as we always say, make sure you're smashing the like as well. Today's the Saturday night, so we're proper chilled. I mean, not even apologies, but don't mind myself or Ish if at any moment we're munching as we're talking. Make sure you grab something as well to munch in it.
Yeah, come prepared. Come
prepared, man. But you might as well get into the game, man. Mexico obviously put up a decent fight. Decent fight.
Argentina were dead in it.
Before we get into it, look who's prepared. There we go.
Jeez. Like an RKO, bro. Man just came out of nowhere.
No, man, I thought I wouldn't be able to join tonight, but it's been 2 nights I've not been here. I'm back. There's been a lot of football. Ready to chop it up. But what are you two saying, man?
So hold on. I'm out here looking rough. If I got the hat on, do you know what I mean? We're all chilling at home. You're here, you're fresh trim.
Fresh, always, bro. Always.
But the trim, it wasn't expiring, but it was on its way out. He's topped it up, dude. I mean, I haven't had a chance to top it up.
Leachy said that, Jerry. Leachy said it because, bro, I've been looking a bit funny recently, but it's my boy's birthday and that. I had to get a quick touch up. But, bro, the GOAT, bro, I heard you lot in the background for a bit.
Yeah.
What a guy, bro. It actually makes me think that I want Brazil to win it, but if Brazil don't, it has to go to him, bro. He deserves it. He actually deserves it. But if we're being honest, though, and I think you two will agree do you still think it's not that convincing from Argentina?
Nah, they weren't all that. He went all that and they weren't all that. But you can win a tournament like this. You can if you can win it. Remember Portugal, Euro 2016? They were dead. They were food the whole way through.
It took them to that last minute. Was it Varela who scored?
In the final?
In the final.
I can't remember. No, it was a random...
A thing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Some random, but like he just disappeared afterwards.
But do you know what I mean? He just randomly popped up. He came on that pitch. Ronaldo was injured in tears, and he scored the goal. And it was ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? It It was mad, but look, like the party's popping off. Do you know what I mean? We're coming in early. These guys are coming fashionably late. It's Jamie Phillips on the show.
Hey, come on,
guys.
What's up?
Sorry about my lateness. Everyone all right?
All good. But yeah, as we were saying, man, Mexico obviously started off well. Like just harrying. It was like a Latino dogfight.
Yeah.
It was. They all knew each other. Do you know what I mean? You couldn't go and they couldn't speak in their language and say, you know what, overlap in the bread of the
no. Yeah, it was active. It was active.
Everything. They knew everything. This was, and you know what? Obviously, we're not going to talk about the game now, but it did give me kind of a precursor to how this Wales-England game is going to be. Because there ain't going to be nowhere places to hide, and certain like Wales are going to go for it. Do you know what I mean? They're going to.
It's a mad one as well because they need to win. England don't need to win, and for me, that's a dangerous mindset going into the game. We already know what. Well, just quickly anyway. We already know what Southgate's like. Even yesterday, after like the 60th minute, you can kind of just tell you that, all right, cool. Let's just not lose this game now. Let's just not lose the game. We'll still have 4 points. We'll be in a good position. If you do that in the Wales game as well, and then all of a sudden, boom, Gareth Bale randomly top bins and you're 1-0 down. Like it's hard to go from that back into okay, we need to win again. And I kind of feel like Argentina was slipping into that as well. I feel like if Mexico scored, I don't think Argentina will get back into the game. I don't think they'll get back into that. I don't think they'll get back into that at all because they didn't really start well. First half was dead. I'll be honest. There was like one shot in the first half before both teams. Argentina didn't have a shot. Like it was crazy. But this guy, man, this Messi guy is just different. Like this is the last time we're going to see him at a World Cup as well. He's doing his thing. I'm happy to see it, man. I'm happy to see it.
That's what it is, man. It is giving right now. It's going to have to be a Zidane with France. Do you know what I mean? Where he's just the guy.
Yeah, it's a carry job thing.
It's a carry job thing, like the way Zidane did. Do you know what I mean? And right now, it's like if he don't produce anything, that team has got nothing. This is the biggest carry job he's probably had at Argentina. The biggest.
Do you know what I thought was? I thought it was something that they kind of not stumbled across because I think they have done it a few times before. But when they switched to the three at the back, they did look better. They did look a lot better. Messi had someone kind of close to him with Alvarez. I feel like that's something they might as well go with because I don't think they haven't really got wingers like that. Di Maria's, for me, I think this is like one tournament too many for him, innit? Like he's been sick for them for so long, but he just looks he looks washed out. So I think this three at the back, I can see that kind of working for them. Have Messi and Alvarez up top, and then just kind of go from there.
Yeah, 100%. Jamie Romz, as we said, today's a chilled day. Me and Ish haven't eaten, so me and Ish, if we're eating any time during the stream, not even apologies, it just is what it is. Get food, go and get food. Here's the most casual stream.
I just had a KFC, so I'm good. You know.
That's why he's left.
Jamie, same man. Does that same thing?
That's bad.
No, so
are you eating marshmallows?
Who me?
Yeah.
No, pizza. Marshmallows.
Oh, I just saw something white in your hand. I thought it was a marshmallow.
Oh, no, pizza.
There you go.
I can eat, but I can't like a mess on stream. Do you know what I mean? Like,
gravy all down your gut and everything.
Crumbs all that.
Like cheese and tomato sauce on my beard. Like that was horrible, man. But yeah, I mean, look, as I was saying, I was alluding to, man. I don't know if I assume you guys watched the games. It was a Latino dogfight, man. It was a Latino dogfight. It was looking a bit scary. Especially in that first half, it was looking scary because it looked like at any moment, Otamendi, the Bozo moment, he was on the edge, man. That Bozo moment was pending. I could just see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Lozano, of Chucky Lozano, but he was causing some issues. Vega's a decent little player. I just couldn't see any goal from him, though, man, unfortunately. I don't know, Romz, what did you think of that?
Similarly echoing what you said, because all of the first half I watched. The start of the second, I wasn't able to. But for me, if you was to like judge that first half, it looked like a goal was never coming. Both teams, it was kind of like passive aggressive. Like it acts like they were going to score. People stretching play, but there was no real potency. But I just thought, I'm like you. I've never really rated Lozano from even like 5-6 years ago when he had all of this hype around him. It's just he's kind of like a headless chicken, just runs and doesn't really have any real end product. But it was crazy. The atmosphere added to it, like you said, because they're all Spanish speaking. you can't like discuss tactics and not expect them to know. For me though, if I had to say who were the better looking team that first half, it was Mexico. Like I said, no one was that threatening. But if you had to say, cool, who's most likely to score next, I would have put my money on. I know Argentina have Messi, etc., but I still would have put my money on Mexico. They just looked like they were doing a bit more, working a bit harder. You know what I mean? Like the basics, but yeah, man. And yeah, that was kind of my overview of the first half. Really, it was just kind of cagey. Both teams defended well. Yeah, trying to think. There was no real clear chances, were there?
No, that's what I'm saying. And when you actually think about it, that's what it was. This game, there's nothing really to talk about in regards to what happened in this game. There weren't any kind of glaring chances. Do you know what I mean? It was all very hectic, but within, do you know what I mean, the ends of both boxes. It was in the middle of the park. And look, you're looking at Group C now. Apologies. And Poland, after a shocking performance against Mexico, another shocking performance against Saudi Arabia. They're now 4 points and top the group.
Joe, what did I tell you at the start of the week? What did I tell you?
Yeah,
I'm not saying you're a great team, but you still have individual. I had a feeling Poland would go, you're comfy now, bro. What, you only need a draw? Match day 3? You may not need a draw.
No. Do you know what it is? We can still get through. Now it's going to obviously be a goal difference if we were to lose. Because we've got 4 points. If Mexico beat Saudi Arabia, which I believe they would.
I don't know, you know. I think Saudi Arabia look more of a goal threat than Mexico.
Yeah, but I think defensively, I think they're more solid though. And defensively, like as in Mexico are solid defensively.
But they got no shooters up top. But they scored 1 goal in it in 2 games.
Mexico haven't even scored.
No goal.
Was it 0-0 against Poland?
0-0. It was 0-0. They haven't scored a goal. Poland are out
even Qatar, even Qatar got a goal, innit? Qatar got a goal, innit?
Yeah, Montari got a goal,
Yeah, Mexico need a cartel up front.
That's mad.
Jamie said Mexico need the cartel up front.
Bro, they need to shoot some kind of shooters, bro. Any kind of shooters.
Someone in it, just someone. It's
that's crazy. They haven't scored yet. That's mad.
It's crazy now. Then obviously we're looking at that group, and Argentina probably going to top it because I'm telling you now, Argentina are beating Poland, and it's going to be a comfy.
Messi's got to take.
You think it'll be emphatic?
It'll be like a 4-0.
You reckon?
It'll be like a 4-0. Because what will happen? It will be 1-0. It'll go 2-0, and it's going to get to the 60th minute, and then Poland are going to go all out for it, and then it's going to be like boom, boom.
So if you lose 4-0, you going out then, or you still? What's that? Because
if we lose, we're out. Because essentially we've got 4 points now. Argentina are on 3 points, Qatar are on 3 points, and Mexico on 1 point. So if Mexico beat Saudi Arabia, they'll be on 4 points. Yeah. So Poland, and if Poland were to lose, they'd still be on 4 points. It's a tricky thing. It's a goal. It's a goal. Is it a head-to-head thing or is it goal difference? I think it's head-to-head first, isn't it? Oh, is it? So have it for goal. Yeah, but obviously
you can't do head-to-head because you only play 1 game each, don't you? You don't play each other twice.
Oh shit! Yeah, but shit. Yeah,
must be just goal difference.
It's goal difference.
It would be, and then Qatar and Saudi Arabia. If Saudi Arabia even get a draw, actually no, if they get a draw, they're on 4 points. But if they were to win, they're on 6 points. So they top.
I'll be real. I think they're beating Mexico.
They top the group.
I think they're beating Mexico. Because for me, Mexico, bro, Saudi, like I thought they were quite unlucky today. I'll be honest. I thought they were quite unlucky. Like obviously, Poland were more clinical. They took their chances well, and the chances came from mistakes as well. The Lewandowski goal, I don't know what my man's doing for that one. That was criminal, bro. Yeah. But they actually looked like in the 90 minutes. They looked like I thought they looked like the better team. To be honest, did they not hit the post like twice? Or was that another game?
No, Saudi Arabia looked good.
No, Poland hit the post twice.
Yeah, Poland.
Oh shit, yeah, because they were playing better, but then you had 2 chances. You got only 2 chances, both hit the post. Yeah.
But they was
Fuck yeah.
Saudi Arabia missed the penalty.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
they missed a penalty, innit?
The games have been kind of mad today, you know.
Yeah, it was
It's some
crazy. It
decent
was crazy. So it's a bit mad. I'm going to run through some of the comments before we move on to the next game. But
Yeah.
it's mad. I mean, there's nothing more to say. I mean, the GOATs arrived. Technique's
Oh,
ridiculous.
Messi, man. I saw people slagging him off, right? Saying that he doesn't do much in a game, right? But yeah. Right.
Lee Dixon basically tried to say it, Jamie, during
these people need to watch football more often, right? What Messi has done his whole career, Messi walks in games for a reason, because he is studying the game as he plays. I've never seen a footballer do it. He studies the game while he plays. That's why he walks around. He's like watching everything. And then he knows who the weakness is, who the strength is. And then when he decides to get in the game, he knows what he's doing. It's just... I've never seen anything like it from a footballer that studies the game as he's playing. And he's walking. And that's why he's never picked up in play. The man's ridiculous. You know, put Ronaldo in the bin, man.
For real.
I don't really know CR7 bollocks. I'm sorry. He's not the player Messi is. Simple as that.
He does not.
You can see now how they're both aged, who the better players. Maybe when they're both in their peak, you can be like, oh, okay, cool. What he's got certain numbers, he's got other numbers.
Messi
but
does
for me,
everything.
Ronaldo's aged like milk, bruv. He's aged like milk. Last few years, he's still getting goals. Granted, I'll give him that. He always bangs. But he looks washed. Did you not see him try to sprint against Ghana? Like these basic Ghanaian defenders are just like basically having him like
Amate was dealing with him. Amate,
bro. Apart from the pen, he wasn't really on too much. He wasn't really on too much at all. So it's just like
if you watch Ronaldo and Henderson run, if you watch Hendo and Ronaldo run, sprint at the same time, and you covered the top half, you wouldn't know who's who. They both got that weird sort of gait when they run with their legs. Their legs are going quicker than their body. It's weird. It's absolutely weird. But Messi, different gravy. Now everyone sees Messi does things in a game of football that Ronaldo just can't do. And it's not a thing that's saying Ronaldo's bad or anything. It's just that Messi's just a different level. Messi picks the ball off his defenders and starts games and starts movements off and then ends it. It's just different.
That's what he did in this game, didn't he?
Yeah, it's just different. It's just different.
It's crazy.
Piers Morgan's committed suicide.
Oh. I thought you were being honest for a second, you know.
No.
I thought you were being serious.
I was like,
the Ronaldo link at first. I was like, what? Did he just get a news flash? I was about to like. That's crazy, but let's run for some of the comments. Big up to everyone that's in the building. Please make sure you're smashing the like. Spirit saying Dembele.
I rate that. I do rate that. When they came through,
natural ability.
Dembele was just as good when they both came through. But he's injured.
No, I hear it. Natural ability, yeah, but Mbappe right now, I'm sorry.
The mentality is different. It's the mentality.
Mbappe's the best player in the world, right?
You know what, Jerry, you made a good point about it, because that's what I said start of the week. I said natural ability. For me, I've always had Dembele over him, but Jerry's right. There's times Mbappe's just got that killer, like he wants to be the best, where Dembele's more of a coaster. Like if he's not the best, he's not that bothered. Like, do you know what I mean?
No. He's like an old school winger, isn't it? Dembele just got a few nice dribbles, few nice touches. If I grab an assist, yeah, cool. Mbappe wants to be the one to decide.
He wants to kill.
He wants to be the one to actually be active. He's always active in games. Like even if he's not playing well and he's missing chances, Mbappe's still about. Dembele can like Romz said.
Sometimes it's mad to say, but it's just you don't even know if he's on the pitch.
Yeah.
Like,
they'll do something.
Someone up. You're just like, oh, who is that? Like, do you know what I mean? Coleman today when he came on looked a bit. Do you know what I mean? For me,
he's a bit more active, isn't it?
Bro,
this France squad, I don't know why were people sleeping on France before the tournament. I know there's the curse, but bro, look at the players.
The midfield. I am still shocked how good Rabiot's looked in his midfield because
I'm not.
I thought he was a bit meaty today, you know. I thought he was a bit meaty today.
His whole career's been jank, and he's one of them players that are just sort of like got away with having a good career when they're not actually at that caliber. If you know what I mean. He's done a Wes Brown, That's what he's done.
No. But
He's done a lot.
West Brom was quality. West Brom
No,
was quality.
No, but do what it is, you can't even compare him to like a West Brom. I'm telling you, like you don't. For me, you don't play for PSG and Juventus and
It's
stuff.
weird,
It's just
ain't
more off the field with him. It's more off the field antics more than anything.
Yeah, his mum's an issue, ain't it?
Yeah, it's his mum, isn't it?
His mum's crazy, bro. She was fighting.
Wait, what's she done? Because I've heard she's crazy, but I've not actually done my research.
Bro, she's
Put it this way. Put it this way.
Agent,
If she knocked on your door and your Avon was due, if you don't pay her, she takes your life. That's
yeah, she'll punch one. She'll punch one. I think it was the last. I think it was the Euros or the last World Cup. It was the Euros. You know how all the players' families like sit together in the stands and that. She was beefing. I can't remember what player it was, but one of the players was playing shit, and she was like turning around to the family, being like, "Yeah, your son's this, your son's that. Get him off the pitch, like this, that, and it." And then I think the last World Cup, Rabiot. Yeah, the last World Cup, Rabiot refused to go on like the standby. You know, they had like the 3-man standby list. He was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm too good for that. I'm not going on a standby thing." But the mum mainly, she's just crazy. She's his agent as well.
Yeah, but that's what she's got. Like he's got the ability in it. He's got the ability, which is crazy. But you know what? That's a great segue because you can actually get onto this in this game. Mbappe. I read the caption from the equalizer. Great caption. I thought I need to start screenshotting them and actually putting them up for people to read.
I love bro.
But listen, chat to us. Best in the world.
Easy.
Right now, yeah. I said this a while ago, and so I don't know what channel I was on, but I said, Mbappe is the best player in the world at the moment. And everyone looked at me and stopped and like, what, Benzema? No, don't. Stop. No, Benzema is all right. All right, I'm not even going that great. I don't even think Benzema's world class. Right? And
ooh.
No, world class is a level, man. I think we throw world class out too much.
I hear you on that.
I am very strict on the world class thing. So I'm very
last season, Benzema was.
He's had one good season in his whole career, big well, right? And I look at Mbappe though, and I'm like, this kid can do everything. There's nothing this kid can't do. Yes, he's got an attitude and a problem off the pitch, but if he's doing it on the pitch, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? If he's doing it on the pitch, I don't really care. I love Mbappe. I think he's quality. He's not obviously. I know everyone goes, who's going to be the next big player? You know, you've got Messi and Ronaldo's times finishing. Mbappe reminds me more of Ronaldo than he does Messi.
Yeah.
Because even at this age he's at now, Messi was a far better player than him at the same age. Like, far better. I think we all forget how good Messi was at 19, 20, 21, 22. Ridiculous.
Facts.
And Mbappe reminds me of Ronaldo. He reminds me of Ronaldo. I don't think we're going to get anyone similar to Messi in our generation.
What, Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah, he reminds me more of Ronaldo than Messi. If I go compare the two, who he's similar to, it'd be more Ronaldo than Messi. But yeah, Messi. I've had this thing. I'd have him over Haaland every day of the week as well.
Who, Mbappe? Yeah.
I don't even think Haaland's that great of a footballer.
Jamie, when people make that comparison, I just stop conversating with them because it's like, if you're going to say number 9s, I hear it. But overall footballer, you're telling me Erling Haaland.
But you know what it is, Romz?
Haaland ain't that great of a footballer.
You know what it is?
You really
know what it is? It's because Mbappe is still playing in France. This is why he needs to move to a big league. If he made the move, you would. If they played in the same league, if you had Mbappe and Haaland in the Prem at the same time, I'm sorry, Haaland is just looking like just a good striker. I think Mbappe would absolutely tear up the Prem. Yeah. But until he does it, he's always going to have that PSG thing kind of happen.
He's going to be at Real Madrid next summer, Rich.
I'm hoping. What's his name? Perez is, because he said he's not going to go back in for him again, innit? So
they're going back in for him.
But then
they're going for front.
The Saudi money's coming, Jamie. The Saudi money's coming. When it comes and it lands on the account.
Yeah, but then Klopp will make him a right back.
He's never touching L5, man. He's never touching L5. Mbappe
he will.
But we just have to pray.
Wait, all you see is 81st minute.
He's not stepping foot on Sybil Road by those murals and stuff. He's not. I'm telling you now, the only time he's touching L5 is at Anfield, innit? The coach drops him off and he's in the car park and he gets out and goes back on the coach. There's no way on earth. There's no one on earth.
You know what we'd see as well? 81st minute, Mbappe off, James Milner on. Right. Bro, just imagine. Klopp will still do it.
You know
Still
what?
got a number 7.
No,
Mbappe will be wearing like number 37 or something like that.
Oh, you know what? No, if I play back with number 37 or something like that, like number 5 or something, you know, like that, they're just Konate gets
so weird.
You even mix up the numbers.
Yeah,
What about Konate there? There's big Konate out because France weren't winning till Konate came on. I'm just putting that.
Bro, I don't know why was he not starting? I don't understand how he got dropped. That was crazy.
He came on.
Crazy.
He came on and straight away looked better than Varane.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says.
Upamecano was decent today, though.
Yeah, he was decent.
Like,
I think Upamecano and Varane, Upamecano and Konate look better as a partnership for France.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought they looked kind of shit
from
the
young,
first game.
isn't it? From young, from the under 18,
They know
Yeah.
each other, don't
under
they? They know each
21
other.
at Leipzig as well.
Leipzig
But
as well.
That's why they didn't pair up like Koundé and
Koundé.
Upamecano.
Koundé.
innit?
Bro,
Terrible,
Koundé
man.
looks kind of meaty, you know.
He's terrible.
I know he was playing
He
right
looks
back.
a bit
but-
sus.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he's
looks-
naturally a centre back, innit?
if he's
Yeah,
naturally a
he's
centre
more
back,
centre
as
mid
well, I
as
just
well,
don't
to
think
be
he's
fair.
good.
But there's a reason why he got shifted out. Like, obviously, out of the centre backs, he's not rated that highly
it's
for him to
high.
be like. Because Pavard's fit in it. He just got benched. So he's not good enough to be like, yeah, you're definitely a centre back. And he's at right back. He's not that great. Like, I just think he's mid, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think
right.
if Fofana was fit, he probably would be in the squad. I'd pick Fofana over Koundé anyway.
How did Hernandez's brother play in front of him, by the way?
Yeah, I thought that.
When
thought
he's
that.
nowhere
He's
near
sick.
as good. And now he says his careers might be finished.
Yeah, I was reading today. He said he might not want to play football anymore.
I don't blame him. I've seen his
That's
brother
Lucas,
again.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think he just came back. This was like his second or third game.
He just came back.
He had a mad injury before, came back and done like his
He's
ACL.
at Bayern, isn't he? He's at Bayern, isn't he?
Yeah, the other one is at AC. The one that
The one at
Theo.
Bayern was the one that was actually the guy, innit? At first, and then
then Theo came and just like cleared
He's
him.
the one we looked at before we bought Robbo. Linders was scouting him and Robbo at the same time. Went back to Liverpool and said Robbo's the better left back. And he was right at the end of the day. But
what do you mean by that?
well, you know the Hernandez, the brother that got injured. Yeah.
No, but not you. I'm talking about Pep Linders for the better left back.
Yeah,
Like,
Rob.
Technically, what's the basis?
On the way Liverpool play, I suppose. Look, at the end of the day, he was right.
I think for us, Robbo's the perfect player.
Yeah.
He's the perfect player.
He is. No, but he is. But the problem is that's what it is, though. Is that with a Robbo, though, you're gonna have to get. I mean, now we're gonna have to go and get another Robbo because we've seen when the Simicast comes in, it's just not the same.
But is that because
Simicast is like the other
I just
Hernandez.
think Simicast is not that good, to be honest.
No,
I think
he
he's
ain't.
overrated.
He's not
Overrated.
like-
Yeah, no, he's not. No, but he's not that good. That's what I'm trying to say. But I know he's not that good. But what I'm saying is that how, like, you can see there's levels when it comes to football, and there's certain things that are kind of you can maintain, and that technical ability is much more consistent than being able to exert the amount of energy that Robbo's exerting.
Yeah.
Now, I did
saying.
think, you know what, that's the last bit of Robbo. Like, this is the last bit, and he's proven me wrong this season. He's playing really well. But he's not going to keep this up for the next 2 years. You're just not going to be able to.
Yeah, I don't think he'll have another dip and come back again. Do you see what I mean? I think the next time he dips,
the percentages,
will be like, all right, cool, he's just done it.
Yeah,
like you were saying, JJ, it's the percentage. Because when you actually look at it, like when you actually logically look at it, Robbo's in his how old is he? 28.
Yeah, it's 28.
20.
So I think he turned 28 like a few months ago.
If he wasn't playing in a system like ours, like heavy metal and all that, he should still have at least 3 to 4 years at the top. But like Jerry alluded to in pre-season, it's the percentages. Because we're so used to him being at a certain percentage, it's slowly going to drop. It's not going to be a big drop-off, but as the seasons progress, the percentages are slowly going to drop. And then when we might not look at Robbo as the same. So Jerry's right. We're going to have to get another Robbo who has that high-octane way of playing. But
the American Robbo.
The
American Robbo, Jerry.
Pardon?
Well, Robinson.
Yes, he did. He? The American Robbo.
Oh, yeah. Anthony Robinson.
Oh, he's, yeah.
Jamie,
well,
let's be honest. Let's be honest. Until the 70th minute, he had Salah in his pocket as well at Craven Cottage early in the season.
Yeah. Salah just got that fluky goal that bounced off his shin or whatever. That's the only time he got into the game.
Anthony Robinson weren't near him them times. Wasn't that the goal when Nunes kind of just assisted him inside the box.
Oh yeah, the one that kind of
That was the game.
Yeah.
He played the ball. He played the ball, and then Nunes obviously scored with a flick. Was it a 1-1
Yeah,
draw?
yeah.
A 2-2 draw?
Yeah,
2-2. Yeah,
And another one was the bump, was the bobble. Do you know what I mean? When the
yeah.
accident,
It like bounced off Nunes, bounced to the keeper, and then I think bounced off Salah and then went in.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Anthony Robinson was high up. I think he was pressing someone
Yeah,
else.
true.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
like, he's a good player. Man. He's a good player. He's a good player. Yeah. You know, maybe someone like that. But it means you're just spending money unnecessarily. This is what I don't get.
Hey, we become rich like everyone wants.
Oh, Jesus.
We're going shopping.
Yeah.
No more blue water. No more
we're
blue
on for
water.
some of the comments now as well. Violent Clown, big up to yourself, saying, I think everyone can agree that Argentina will not be winning the World Cup.
I wouldn't
Two
say
bits of
that.
individual brilliance got them that win.
I've got in my sweepstake. I'm fucking praying for them. Bro.
Look, there's a lot of teams I said before that probably won't win a championship or a title or anything like that, and all of a sudden they like somehow win things. You know,
It's not a league as well. 7 games. You can get your way once you get to the knockouts. Like if you get a favorable draw, you can find yourself in the final real quick. And you got Messi on the team.
if you got Messi in your team and he's fit, you got a chance on you. Let's face it. But at the end of the day, that's if the defense if you got a Mendy behind you, even Messi's gonna be like, I can't do everything.
It's just mad because they've got better defenders though. Like obviously they look better today with Martinez. What are you saying?
Otamendi's the Wes Brown that Jamie was talking about.
Yeah.
I don't get it. What's he got?
He's skipper at Benfica now, where he plays every single game. At Argentina, he plays every single game. At City, there was a point when he was playing every single game. Now I just don't get it.
And he's got a mistake in every game.
It's mad.
But if every manager starting him, they must see something. It's who it's that? It's that Phil Jones. Yeah, he must be.
I thought you were gonna say Hendo.
He must be. No. I'm staying away from Hendo, but Phil Jones must be Maldini. Phil Jones must be Maldini in training, because how has he survived Mourinho, Van Gaal, all them United managers, and he's still at the club? That's why there's certain players managers just love, and that's probably Otamendi with all of his managers, because he starts in everywhere he goes.
He's just probably a leader, isn't it? You know, like that. He just vocal in the change room and that. He's like, "Come on, boys!" Do you know what I mean? He's the first one in, the first one out. All that.
He's ugly as well, so you can trust him. You know what I mean? He's ugly as well, so you can trust him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
What he said, you can't trust Mauro Icardi, innit? That's why.
For real,
Yeah,
you actually can't.
Cardi's about, you don't go out. You know,
You actually can't, bro. You actually can't. Unless it's still your girl, bro. That's crazy.
I know a certain female footballer is free at the moment as well. So.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
I'm sure
they're at the same club.
I'm sure Cardi's on the phone right now.
Oh, God.
Fredo's messaging there.
Yeah.
You see?
Fredo's messaging.
He's like, I don't like football.
Yeah, bro. That's where the crack started. He commented, then she released the calendar thing. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna say his name.
I know the calendar.
Bro, like it's built up.
Apparently, the calendar was like the final straw. He was just like, no.
Sure, yeah.
No,
But I think he was like, don't do it. And she was like, obviously, I'm going to do it. And she done it.
Yeah. No one's buying my calendar.
Don't do it, you know.
No one's buying my calendar.
You know when you say don't do it, or like, nah, I'm not comfortable, just don't do it. That was just a straight, nah, I'm not listening to it.
I'm doing it. That's what, yeah.
That was it. Violent Clown saying the Paul is a fraud and he isn't the player a lot of people say he is.
He's jank.
Yeah, he's a bodyguard.
I'm going to be honest, right? When I saw him at Udinese, because I've seen a lot of tweets that a lot of Liverpool fans saying, some were like, maybe I was wrong. He should have come to our club. There was mixed opinions. When I saw him at Udinese, I said, he'll be good in our midfield. He's got a lot of energy in that. But then since he's gone to Atletico, these last 18 months, he's not been it. And tonight, he stood out like a sore thumb, and not in a good way. Like everything was just passing him by.
But you know what it is, though? I can give him a bit of a blight, because in the last 4 or 5 years, every Atletico signing's flopped. João Felix, Thomas Lemar, all the attacking players that they've signed all go there and flop, because the football is like some terrorist thing.
I'm also still a bit. I'm still a bit iffy on these players as well, because Luis Suarez went to Atletico Madrid and was top goal scorer in Spain.
Yeah, true.
So I am. Still,
but that was his last good year.
I'm still a bit iffy on certain players like João Felix and stuff like that.
I've been
no,
getting
Yeah, do you not rate him? I
I've
don't.
been getting corned because I
You don't
rate
rate
him high.
Felix like that. I don't rate him like that.
Neither do I.
He's
Well,
That's
like
all
Havertz.
of you then.
He's
Do you
like
rate
a
him?
Havertz. I'm like, what do you do? I'm like, what do you do? Like,
I don't know what
do
Joe
you-
Felix does. Tell me what
It's a
Joe
full
Felix
house.
does.
So
I
wait,
don't know what he does.
Jamie, Jerry G, and Ish. None of you rate João Felix.
Nah, you know what it is? He's techie, yeah. But
He's
I
good.
literally, like I just said, I put him with Havertz. You're a techie guy, but I don't know what you do. You're not a winger.
you
You're
need
not
to
a
do
10.
more, innit?
You're not a false 9. Like, you can't be that kind of luxury thing. Like, see how Messi just kind of floats in games? That's because he's Messi. You can't give everyone else that kind of luxury. Felix and Havertz and them, man, I'm just like, find just a position, nail
I
it
don't
down.
know. That name Felix as well, bro. No one with that name Felix is.
Nah, I'm just getting cat food out. You know what I
Need to
mean?
give him some milk in a bowl.
Yeah. What?
I said milk in the bowl, you know.
Word.
That's what I used to give my cats.
I don't really rate him like that. I don't really rate him.
No,
I'm honest.
neither do I. I want Thomas Lamar.
Man said the milk in the bowl like
Bro,
a cat.
Simeone had Thomas Lamar playing wing back. Like, that's how I knew it.
Jerry, I know you're buying that for your kid. You're buying that for your kid.
And it was mad. I used to think that cats actually get milk. You know, cats don't drink milk.
What? They don't.
What?
I
They
didn't know
drink
that.
water.
You're actually right.
I've got a cat
I'm
that's
giving my cat some milk.
14
They'll
years
lick it
old
and
that only
they'll
drinks
go
milk.
off. They'll walk
Yeah,
away.
Yeah,
My cat loves milk.
Huh?
My cat loves milk.
Yeah,
Swear.
milk is bad for cats. They're not allowed to drink it unless it's like their
No,
mum.
you give them cat milk.
Oh, okay. There's
You can buy
milk.
cat milk. Yeah, don't give them dairy.
JJ's just
Yeah,
giving it
no.
milk from the fridge.
There's milk for the. I used to think it was, you know, like in like cartoons and stuff. They just get milk.
Yeah.
From the,
Yeah. No. That
I think it's like a Tom and Jerry thing, man. That's good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can buy actual bottles of cat milk. That's what.
Oh,
I like.
okay. That's fair. That makes sense. Yeah, but Felix for me, man, he's decent, isn't it? Like for me, he's like Trincao,
Another one. Yeah.
Dents, like this, all this the same level for me. Like I don't think anyone.
Bro, Felix he needs to go Wolves next. That should be his next step, bro. To go Wolves and then kind of.
No, but if he went to Wolves, would you
Bro,
be
go and link the man there.
wanna
Like,
see it.
go rebuild your career from there. But you know, you got João Coutinho there, Neves. He's all cool.
He's like going to the under 21s, though, isn't it? It's like saying, you know what? It's all like that. You know, the second-tier Portuguese players, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's not the main Portuguese players, and it's like, you know what? Cool. We got like, I know Neves is there, but he's probably.
Bro, it's third tier because the top tier they're playing at just the best European teams. The next tiers are playing like your Benfica, your Portos. Then it's Wolves, bro. It's the third tier of Portuguese ballers, bro. It's mad. It's mad.
Oh, how Wolves have managed to do that? That is a madness, you know. That is a madness. Even the kit. Remember one year the kit was actually the Portuguese kit.
Yeah, bro, it was last season's one. The away kit.
Yeah,
It was like
the
You know how
away
mad
kit,
that is?
weren't it?
You know how mad
Yeah.
that is? It's like Liverpool just said, you know what, we're just gonna have a yellow and a yellow kit with blue shorts and white socks. That's something random.
Yeah,
Like, bruv, we've never had this in our history. It doesn't make any sense, man.
That's actually crazy. It was literally the colours of Portugal. But let's be honest, the kit was nice.
Yeah, it was, bro, it's cold.
Nice. They had that kit as well. They hit the belly with it. They did.
We're reports are true. We're going to have a certain Portuguese midfielder in January anyway. So
Who?
Neves.
Ruben
I'm
Neves.
hearing he's going Barca.
We're not getting it. The midfielder we're probably gonna go and get.
No, I know the
Conrad
midfielder we're going to get. I've already
Yeah,
said.
like Lineman like Gallagher or someone like that.
No,
Lineman,
apparently
man.
Liverpool are very
bro.
interested in Rabiot.
He won't fit what Liverpool do though.
Rabiot.
Yeah.
Jamie,
Is that what
in
we're
fact,
doing?
I didn't even interject. You know what you were saying about him earlier, yeah? I rate Rabiot, but not
He's
for
such a
us.
Liverpool midfielder.
Bro,
It's-
no, man.
Yeah,
No.
it's one of them
No.
ones. I rate Rabiot, but not for us. It's as simple as that.
Do you think he's going to get on with Klopp?
Do you imagine Klopp? Do you imagine Rabiot's mum with Klopp?
Word.
If he signed Rabiot, I'm concerned. I'm very concerned, bruv. I'm
Well,
very
Klopp's in
concerned.
charge now, so whoever he signs is up to
That concerns me, bro. That alone concerns me that Klopp's now in charge of sign this because his track record is... it ain't all that. It ain't all that. It really ain't all that. So I don't know, bro. Just bring back Edwards, man.
Klopp's Julian Alvarez is clear of that fraud. Martinez.
Yes,
What do you
I
guys
don't.
think of
I've
You see Lautaro, yeah?
never
I
understood it.
I've never
I rate
no, I thought
Never understood
you've
it.
seen the predictions. I thought he'll be top goal scorer just only because he has Messi next to him. But this guy, I've always said, I remember he was strongly linked to us, and Listen, Hassan, if you're watching this, this is at you. Hassan wanted him like, we need high caliber strikers like Lautaro Martinez. I was like, Sam, he's not all that. He's like, well, he's better than what we heard. And I was like, no, but bro, we can wait and get better. Now, Lautaro Martinez is a fraud. He's not good. With his stature, he should be able to hold up. He can't even do that. It's always bobbling off in what you could say we've got someone like that. Our club.
Right, that's what I was going to say. We got a couple.
I don't rate Lautaro. I never really.
Nah, the man can't even hold up his own wife. He can't hold up a ball. You know what I mean? It's just I'm not. Lautaro Martinez is terrible. I never understood it. I'd rather have Bobby than Martinez.
Yeah,
100. He'll do more.
I think Lautaro is all right. I think
because a lot of South American players that play in Italy and Spain that do the odd thing here and there. I think then when people watch it, oh, he's done this. And then you're like, he's South American. Let's go and get him. And you're like, you know anything else about him? You know?
To be fair, when we played him last season, he was shit. Remember when he was 1v1 with Van Dijk? He ran away from him.
Yeah, and then there was this whole talk about, you know what, it's because Lukaku's not next to him. That's why.
Yeah, I was like, I can't rate you for that, bro. I can't rate you.
So that means.
And that's why Lukaku
he gave Van Dijk back his aura. He gave Van Dijk back his aura.
Yeah, there you go. Here it is.
You know, it's actually a thing. Like, and for me, any professional forward, like especially that level, 9 times out of 10 they should be able to take on any defender one-on-one. And I'm telling you, if you ain't training with these man, Van Dijk against Salah, Van Dijk gets ripped up by Salah daily. Like, do you know what I mean? Because they go one-on-one so often, it just happens. Think about it. In a game, he might get 1 or 2 chances where Mbappe tries to go past him and it doesn't work. But in a small-sided game, he's getting ripped up. These are the best of the best.
It's constant as well.
Exactly.
It's constant.
Man backed away. Man just turned around. I was like, nah, I'm not on this, you know. That's shocking.
But he left the ball. He actually left the ball.
Pressure. When Maguire's under pressure, he turns around and passes it back to keep.
I have never seen anything like that. He had his head down, running. He looked up, saw Van Dijk and stopped.
He was like, no.
Van Dijk was like...
stop like he stopped and then played like a ridiculous ball where he's like, you know what? Yeah.
He just got rid of
it.
He got rid of it. He just got rid of it.
That's embarrassing. Like, that is.
He did score a banger at Liverpool, though. We'll give him credit for that.
At least shoot or something. At least. Yeah. What the second leg? Yeah, it was a cold goal. So
that goal was quality.
Yeah. Might as well obviously get into the game after that. We obviously Denmark, Mbappe.
Great game.
Good game, man.
Football. Good game, football actually.
Two different styles. Mbappe, obviously. Listen, let me see if I can get the caption up. But for me, I think we gotta get the caption up to actually just appreciate it, man.
Just quickly, actually. Do you not think that was a red card on? It was Koundé, wasn't it?
Oh, with that on his ankle.
Yeah, that looked like a bad tackle, man.
Yeah. That was early in the game, wasn't it? Is that the one?
Yeah, it was. That looked.
I think if that's in the Prem-ish, I think he.
I was saying on my watch along, I said, I think he was lucky there. If that was a little bit higher up, I think he was in trouble.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, but I'm going to read it out. I don't know if I'm going to do it justice, innit? The equaliser, but we need to get the caption up. Guys, make sure you're heading over to the equaliser to get these captions. You've got the images with it as well. Like, listen, the best in the world at the moment. Kylian Mbappe is the best player on planet Earth. Take your GOAT talk and time travel back to 2015 if you don't believe the truth. Cash money in the clutch moments. Inevitable on the world stage. When KM10 pulls a shirt on for the Le Bleu, it's a long day for all your favourite defenders. Jump the advertising board for his celly so the world knows just what box office looks like. Makes sense they call him the turtle because all this baller knows is shelling out. Talk to him nice and remember, no one can have chat for him when it comes to the international arena. You can't dim his shine because he's operating in a different time zone to everyone else. 23 years young and not a single age mate in this game we call the beautiful one. Bagged his 31st golazo for the Le Bleu to equal the record of the great Zinedine Zidane. This is about the present and the future, though. This is Kylian Mbappe. Il est le milieu. Listen. Crazy caption up.
Love.
Ridiculous. Make sure you're heading out. Listen, if you didn't get the bars in there, just go through it again, innit? Go through it again. We might have to make a fan page for the equalizer where people are breaking down the bars in it if you didn't get it. You know, turtle shelling out. listen, crazy. But big up Ish, man. Big
I
up.
had to. That Mbappe guy, yeah. We spoke about him already a bit before,
But it's
yeah.
the 2 goals. It's the 2 goals. It's the first one, which is obviously he goes, plays the pass, the speed to just get on the end of it and just get something on it to get the goal. And then you got the one when he's running across and just gets in between the 2 centre backs and gets there for the cross and just wins it. And it's just.
Do you know what I was finding funny, JJ? Yeah, like people. This is why this Twitter sometimes just be that so childish. People like, what's he done? What's he done? You need to understand with generation. Say it again.
He's won a World Cup, ain't he?
Bro, 18.
No, but I mean, no, Jamie. I mean, during the game, right?
During
like
the game,
40 minutes in, people were like, "What's he done? What's it?" And this is what I mean. This generation is so fixed
football,
on
man.
Exactly. They're so fixed on goals and assists. It's that Mbappe. That was for me. That's one of his best halves I've ever seen without scoring or assisting. He was just a nuisance. Dembele was also good, but so was Mbappe.
Sorry, Romz. Do you guys think, because speaking on him being a nuisance, do you guys think that was not a pen, but a red card when Christensen took him out?
No, I think it was a yellow. The 2 other players.
There was still 2, man. There's still 2.
Saying that though,
you know, Mbappe
was going to go past them as well.
Up that ground though.
Mbappe was going to go past them.
But do you know why people think it was a penalty? Because he's so quick, he would have got past them. But in the actual laws of the game, it's not a
level with him as well.
But because it's Mbappe, you know he's bursting both of them.
As soon as he touches that ball and taps it,
he's gone. But I thought that tackle, for me, that tackle was jokes. That's the kind of foul I love.
He's got to do it. That's the tackle Fabinho don't do anymore. He just lets them go.
Yeah.
That was Fabinho today. Go on, son. Have a go.
Well, he would have stuck. You know that thing he does when he sticks his leg and he just falls over. I'm just like, bro, what are you doing?
I'll tell you, he's not quick though.
I'll tell you, he's not quick. He don't take the man out. He just sticks it out and then just goes. Like, do you know what I mean?
It's just like
that Thuram is not quick at all.
Oh, what?
Marcus Thuram.
Yeah, he's not.
Marcus Thuram.
Yeah, he's not.
He actually is. I saw him for Gladbach. I remember him like.
He must have ate his Weetabix that day because he was. He was shocking when he came on. I don't know if he is quick or we're just looking at Dembele and Mbappe like absolute lightning.
No, but obviously, I think obviously over small, like a short distances, obviously Thuram's not going to be able to show how quick he is. If you gave him like from one end of the pitch to the other, he probably shows you he's got a lot of pace. But
like Yaya Toure, over 5 yards, Yaya Toure used to look like an uncle. But when he actually when he actually got going. You're not stopping him. You're not stopping him.
Man, all the Liverpool players say that about Virgil as well, don't they? Like over a long distance, you won't catch him.
No, but that's what it is. It's like over a long distance, these guys are fast. Like I think Salah and Mane even said that over long distance, Gomez is actually faster than this. Apparently, it's Ubu now at the moment. They're saying Ubu.
You know what? It was even evident. How many games did we have against Wolves where Adama and Van Dijk's keeping up with Adama and he tackles him at the end? Like over long distances, there's so many times them two are running and Van Dijk's got the better of him.
It's the strides. The problem you've got though is that when you got like Mbappe the way he runs as well, because he looks so fast, it's scary. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't even want to try. Like in your mind, subconsciously, you're thinking, I can't duck this brother down. Do you know what I mean? Whereas when that Kulusevski runs with the ball, he don't look that fast, but he's eating up a lot of ground. So and
he's direct. He's powerful as well. It's like KDB. They're not quick, but because they're so powerful, they just run free. But Mbappe kind of reminds you of Henry in terms of like they've got the strides, but they're actually fucking quick as well. It's not like it's not like a little rapid like nippy winger who's just got the short strides. They got long strides and quick. It's peak, bruv.
His movement today off the ball, though. Jesus Christ. His movement off the ball today, he was putting people on the floor without the ball.
He's training with Messi and Neymar every week. Like he's getting the best education that anyone can ever imagine, bro.
It's like
Messi and Neymar every day.
Do you know who else? Go on, Jane.
I was just saying. I'm saying like it's like Romz said. Like people just look at stats now.
Yeah.
They don't watch football no more. What's he done? It's like we know as Liverpool fans when Thiago, like people go, well, what's he done? He ain't got an assist or a goal. So what's he done in the game? It's like, did you watch the game? It's like
Thiago for me. I've got an agenda on Thiago, man. The shimmies, they're not fooling me anymore, man. The drops to the shoulder are not fooling me
What you
anymore.
say? It's settings match.
No,
But
do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's like, when you can go to get to point B, you can go Avenue 1 or Avenue 2. Avenue 2 looks nicer, but they still get you to that same point. So I've seen that, for example, Busquets, he might just drop the shoulder once and just let the ball run past him and just still spread it to that same person across the ground.
Yeah.
Thiago instead does the little shimmy, does a Cruyff turn and then hits that ball, and it looks nice.
But you know what? I don't mind it because
we
we ain't got players like that though. We don't really have any flair players, so it makes the game a little bit nicer to watch. I will say that.
No, 1,000,000%, 1,000,000%. But in terms of output, that's what I'm saying. But I can't allow it to just keep fooling me because it's not enough.
I hear you.
It's not enough. For how good he is, he needs to, like, when he looks around and says, our midfield is dead, I need him to take charge a bit more. Like, because he's got the ability to.
It's not easy though, because he's got no runners this season. We've not really had runners. Like, the movement up top's been dead, and his options short are Fab and Hendo. Like, what do you want them to do? What do you want? What do you want man to do?
I hate this club, man.
What do you want man to do, bro?
You know, let me just. You know what?
movement.
Speaking about midfielders, let me just kind of rub salt in the wounds. Who I want to give a big mention to is Aurelien Tchouameni. I thought he was excellent.
So sick.
Yeah,
Do you see that ball? You see the ball? That's it. You see the ball to Griezmann, and Griezmann put it in Rose's head.
But he had an assist like that this season against Atletico, where he just
in the Real Madrid game. And Rodrigo or Vinny scored, didn't
I think it was Rodrigo. Bro, he is sick, bro.
We can see why we wanted him. I mean,
he's sick.
He goes about his business, though, don't he? He just goes about his business.
Like, if we got him and like we didn't get Bellingham, I would have been calm.
And the thing is, you know what, Jamie? Some of our fans are giving him unnecessary abuse. If you actually listen to the interview, what he said Liverpool are a massive club.
Yeah, but Real Madrid
when Real Madrid, when Real Madrid came up, like, I didn't even think twice. He's not dissing us.
Yeah.
It's just real. Like, he's just being real with it. He gave us some flowers, but he weren't going to pick us over.
If Real Madrid never came in for him, he'd be ours.
That's basically what he was saying.
There's nothing wrong with that. Real Madrid are.
I hate to be that club, though. I hate to be that club. That's like a girl coming.
That's a bit on the side.
The thing is that it's Real Madrid.
I would have with you, but like he came in.
Real Madrid does like that with every club.
It's like your side at Nando's. Like, it's not the chicken or chicken. It's like maybe the coleslaw or the rice.
But the thing is, Real Madrid
might not even eat it.
Real Madrid are that team. Real Madrid are that team. It don't matter who you are. You could be at Man United, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, or Barcelona. If Real Madrid come calling and want you, and we'll do anything to get you, they're going to Real Madrid. It's just that team. I think they're the only team in world football.
I'm not lie to you. You see, even like if a Barca when they came into him, for how bad Barca, if they had the money to go and pay him, he's still going. He's still going.
Them to the pinnacle.
It's other factors as well, though. It's not just the football. It's more like, do you want to live in Liverpool? Not like on a level. Do you want to live in Liverpool? Or do you want to live in Barcelona?
I'm laughing because of the other day.
Yeah, but if we're not from England, you have no attachment, and someone says, "Do you want to go to Merseyside or Madrid?" What are you gonna say?
That's why a lot of top players go to London.
That's what because we were meant to get Alexis Sanchez, isn't it? And
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, but he
was like, Merseyside.
I want to live in London.
Is that Liverpool? Nah.
He said, drop me out. That's before you had all your Fabinhos, your Alissons, your little South American. He was like, yeah, nah.
He was like, what, Suarez replacement?
Yeah, exactly.
He's like Flanagan.
One out.
Like, Joe Allen, Flanagan, and Hendo. Charlie Adam. Yeah. No, I'm right.
I don't blame him, man. I do not blame him at all.
Did you see Liverpool's new midfield that played for England yesterday? Henderson, Mount, and Rice.
Bro. That Mason Mount, actually, JJ, I need to talk to you. I need to chat to you about that Mason Mount performance yesterday, bro.
No, it was.
Is that what you want out of club? Is that what you want out of club?
No. I didn't say Mount. I said Musa. I said I've wanted.
No. A couple of weeks ago. Don't try. When Curtis signed his new deal, I was like, "What? We're gonna have a midfield of Harvey Elliott, Mount, and Curtis." And you were like, "Nah, Mount's decent. I actually rate Mount." But yeah, he's not my guy. He's not my guy at all. That performance yesterday was.
No, but do you know what it is? For Chelsea, anytime I see him play, when he plays against Liverpool, he plays well.
I remember the COVID season. He scored a big goal against us. He scored a very.
I've been saying I would have him. I just always rated Mount. Like, I just always have. But I see what you're saying. It's just that he might come here and maybe not
Bro,
we need
baby
that midfield
Hendo.
that's going to come in and
Baby
take us to
Hendo.
the next.
He'll come in and do what like Ox did in that. Score a couple
Yeah,
goals.
Yeah.
That's why I understand it. That's
Do
why
you know
I
what it is
understand.
as well? I like
We need
Mount.
that
I don't.
midfielder to take us to the next level, and
Next
Mount
level,
would just be like Jay said, just an ox really. But I do rate him.
Part of the reason I don't want him is because I know what he'll be brought in with. Do you see what I mean? Or it's Mount plus Elliot plus Curtis plus Hendo.
Yeah,
plus
I hear that.
Bruv, like if you reel those names off, it Mount just kind of slots in there as like another guy in it. Like it doesn't excite you. Like bring me Enzo Fernandez, then I'm excited. That's kind of where I want to be going. But if we get Mount, I'm not happy with that at all, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. Denmark, what are we saying for their chances then in the group? Because obviously,
they're a bit stale. They're just a bit stale.
Yeah, they were like gone off meatball today, weren't they?
It's Belgian vibes. It's Belgian vibes, bro.
They were
Like,
just
Denmark played better. Like I don't know,
thought they were right
in the
today,
friendlies and that when there's less pressure, but in tournament football they never really. I know the teams of the 90s were wicked and they won they won 96, didn't they? Euros.
They also got to the semi-finals of the Euros.
92, yeah.
92.
But I know they've won the Euros with obviously track on that.
Yeah,
but for me, they just I don't know, man. I'm expecting because they do have quality in that squad, and if you look, they have quality all across the squad. Maybe not a striker, but I don't know, man.
They're cute. They're cute. They play nice football, but they're not really.
They only look like they're going to score set pieces. They give me that vibe. Like they're not going to score through nice, intricate plays. It's just going to be off a set piece.
They got a character who played up front today who's out of Hamlet.
What, Cornelius?
Yeah, it's like, what is that? Right? I'm not a massive Braithwaite fan, but he came on and looked levels above.
Yeah.
He looked levels above. And then Dolberg came on and looked levels above the other geese.
Why doesn't Dolberg start for him? I was like,
why? Well, he started the last game, but I think the last game, he didn't really do anything in it. He linked up the ball.
I rate Dolberg.
I would have Dolberg and Braithwaite today. If they played a full 90 minutes, I think they could. Because as soon as Denmark scored, France went a bit, started to crumble just a tad. That chance, is it the chance Cornelius had when he went one-on-one and put it wide?
And he just hit the side netting.
Have you watched the replay? His body's that way, and the ball's in front of him, but his head's over here. I don't get what was going on. Go back and look at it. He's like that. He's shooting like that. It's really weird.
When he shot, what he did, he closed his eyes, isn't it? Like he's hit it as the ball's come. He's looked there and just said, "I'm gonna wrap this as hard as I can and see if I can just test it in the near post." And it was a decent chance, but
wait, am I bugging or were he at Palace for a hot minute? Like a season or 6 months? I swear, Cornelius.
No, that was Sorloth. That was Sorloth.
You know why I got confused though? Big They've had Connor Wickham. They love that prototype, innit? Connor Wickham.
Broad chest. Kiefer Moores, he looks like he's on his way to Crystal Palace as well, isn't it?
Bro, Connor Wickham, I remember he had one decent 3 months at Sunderland. One decent 3 months. He was giving me like Neil Mellor vibes, like little hometown hero came through, like they scored. He might have got a debut winner or something.
Where did he score the brazy goal? Where he ran through a team? That was in the Championship, innit?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Because did they buy him? Is he homegrown? Not homegrown. Was he at the academy or did they buy him?
I think they bought him. You know,
was he like Huddersfield or something?
Or Ipswich,
one of them. Hold on.
One of them.
I remember he had the smallest purple patch, and he managed to bag.
Yeah. Do you remember when Liverpool were after Michael Tongue for years?
Bruv.
From Sheffield.
We've been linked to stuff.
Oh, that's it. It's Ipswich.
Ipswich.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's mad. Do you know what he was doing tonight though? When the game was on.
Who?
Connor Wickham was on BBC One playing for Forest Green Rovers.
No way.
Yeah, 29.
FA Cup was the second round.
Oh my God. What a disrespect.
Bro, you know he got a nomination for Golden Boy like 10, 15 years ago, bro. Like he was supposed to be like the next.
I'll send you a link of a list of all the Golden Boy nominees through the years. You all laugh, bruv. You all laugh at some of them.
I thought he was the Golden Boy.
They just ended up washed, bruv. You would be like, this guy, it's mad.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's looking. We can move on to obviously the next game. Tunisia. Actually, no, sorry. Poland, Saudi Arabia. We spoke about that already, innit?
A little bit.
Yeah.
We need to give my man his flowers, isn't it?
Yeah, we need to give my man his
Who's
flowers.
that
Yeah,
tall
we did.
midfielder? It's fucking quality for Saudi Arabia.
Oh, the one that I
He's
don't
got
know
the
his name.
tats.
I don't want to butcher I don't want to butcher their names, but
It'll be Al something. It'll be AL. It will though. Come on, it will. Like
He
was so techie. He was good on the ball. He was good at I'm telling you what. Klopp was watching him. You watch.
No. That's
you already know Klopp's talent ID. You just have to play well against us, and then now he's in charge. We're just gonna be signing players that play well against.
The smiling meme.
Yeah.
El Sharat, is it? What is the striker as well? Number 10, he was fucking great as well for Saudi.
Yeah, bro. Number 10 for them is a baller. He's a baller. He's an absolute baller. He's ridiculous, man. Even for the penalty, innit? He just had the mad feet in the box. Like he's sick. He's proper sick, and he scored a goal against Thing as well, Argentina.
Yeah, El Deswari or something like that, I think his name.
Yeah,
Deswari. He was quality. Kano, weren't it? The number 23, the midfielder.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. He was excellent.
I think you said it, Jerry, a couple of streams ago. The reason why the chemistry's there is because 8 or 9 of them play for the same team in the starting 11.
Also, they stopped playing. They stopped playing like 3 months ago. They started their training camp like you know how normally you
been prepared.
They stopped the season
with her Bernard.
Yeah, they stopped their domestic season.
And now Ronaldo's going to one of their clubs, ain't he, for 325 grand for 3 years.
Yeah, bro, they're saying it's like 126 million a year or something like that.
Yeah.
What? That's mad.
Yeah, he's going Al Nabzari, is it, or something like that? The club's called. So he did that PS Morgan interview where he said, "I'd never play for Saudi Arabia. It's not about money." To then going to Saudi Arabia and play.
Is he definitely going?
Apparently, that's the rumor.
Yeah.
Bro,
I know they offered it, but I don't know.
I can't lie. I would go. I don't care what I said before. I would go still.
100 million a year. You're doing it, ain't you?
Bro, I'm doing most things for 100 million a year.
I'll be real. If I was him, I'll go MLS or something. He's a bit more of a respectable league. He's got enough. He makes 100 mil off Instagram a week alone, so that he don't need that move. I would go to MLS where he might get paid a bit less, but it's a
at least it's a bit more of a
nicer to live with. Actually, no, that's debatable, but he'll be around that Hollywood stars.
I don't think Ronaldo wants to go to the MLS because the MLS is still regarded as where top European players go to retire. And I don't think...
And Saudi Arabia...
What's the difference?
Javi, Iniesta, they all took that route, man, and we never saw them ever again. Iniesta came back with his FA badges done and a shirt. Do you know what I mean?
Even Torres. I was watching a film the other day. Torres went to one Japanese club, innit? And...
Mate, he just got juiced up. All Torres did, he just got juiced up and came back.
Yeah, he just got big.
Yeah, he got juiced, yeah.
But Javi, man, he left there. Listen, he was I remember him being skipper with a number 6 on his back. He came back in a pair of chinos and a shirt doing all...
Are you telling me, Jerry, are you saying that his FIFA might be a bit dodgy?
I got their little fast track license. You know, you can do like a little crash course and that.
You know, when you do your driving test, like in Jamaica or something like that, you know,
Saudi Arabia said, "Look, we'll just sort it out for you, innit? We'll get your badges done." He just left there and came back. He didn't do any course. There was no course to be done. Those courses are silly. Look, why are they trying to tell Javi about how to like set out cones and stuff? How mad that is.
Right.
What drills are on? They're talking about one of the best. You should be able to just go and get the job, bro. Get him back.
Just give him the title of the manager and let him.
And didn't Iniesta come back? Didn't Iniesta come back with hair? As well. I swear I can't.
No, he just got a hair transplant from China. He's in China as well.
No way. I need to research this.
Surely not.
If he did, sorry, he goes down in my estimations.
Just went there and got hair, you know. That'd be hilarious. Iniesta.
No, he didn't. He's still bald. He looks old, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I did.
He started to go bald from kind of early, though, innit? Like 28.
He did.
But he looks old though. Like he looks like Danny Murphy.
Jesus Christ. Danny Murphy's still married to that Ollie Oaks woman.
What, Danny Murphy is?
Yeah, did he marry a woman from Hollyoaks about 15 years ago?
Don't even know.
I don't even
Where he
know.
did. She was assault. Don't know how it happened. I don't know how it happened.
Hold on, I'm gonna get this. Do you know how mad this looks? Like even Torre don't look like this. This is madness. This is like all of his powers have just oozed out of him, and this brother just because all it looks.
He probably looks unrecognizable, innit?
Nah, bruv.
Oh, fuck me.
Shit. Oh shit.
He looks like my big man. He looks like
Oh,
He looks like a hobbit, you know, from like Lord of the Rings.
Bro, he actually looks like my primary school head teacher. Like, he actually looks like him.
Harold.
I swear, he actually. Yeah, he
that
actually
looks like, you know, when they do Masters football and they come back, that's like him. That's what he should look like in 10 years' time, bro. Not now.
You know
That's
what?
I'm saying,
You know what it
now.
is? I'm 2 years older than Iniesta.
Oh wow.
Fucking
swear.
hell.
Yeah, so you don't have to be
Wow.
rich to look this good.
Jesus, but yeah, I mean, look, Poland, Lewandowski finally gets the goal in it in the World
Finally.
Cup.
I'm happy for it, man.
Obviously,
happy
in
for
the
him.
World Cup, it was tough. In the as I said in the last stream when it came to Poland, he had 3 touches in the box in the last World Cup. Actually, yeah, it was 3 touches in the box in the last World Cup. I think he's only had about 5 or 6 right now.
Yeah.
But he's got the goal now. He's got the goal.
He can tell his grandkids about that now.
Damn, yeah, that's what it is. He scored there. The record for Poland is ridiculous. Yes, obviously Poland never going to win anything, but he's got like 76 goals in like 120 games.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's...
Yeah.
To be fair to him, the man don't get fed. So how's he meant to score goals?
But that's what it is. I mean, Poland, as I already said, just poor, man. They're just poor. What it is that they're just relying on that counter attack. It's just so evident. Like Argentina don't even have to go and just watch any videos about how to break down Poland because they know it's going to be one bank of 5, one bank of 4, and a 2, and it's going to just they're going to make 2 banks of 5. Do you know what I mean? Including the keeper, and they're just going to try counter. Lewandowski's going to be left isolated. We ain't really got any pace like that. Anyone nippy. Back in the day, Poland had Błaszczykowski.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Haven't got. I mean, we had Grosicki back in the day as well, the one that was at Wolves, and
Yeah, I feel for him a bit.
But no one. No one there. There's just no one there. So look, he got the goal, but for me, man of the match, Szczesny.
Yeah, he pulled off a couple of 6
Yeah,
saves.
he had a good game, you know.
The penalty save, and then the save after that, straight after.
Oh shit! The one after was mad.
Yeah,
Mad.
The one after was mad. I thought he skied it at first. I didn't realize he got the thing.
There was quite a few good goalkeeping performances today, actually.
Yeah, the Saudi goalkeeper played well as well. To be fair,
Yeah.
Oh, Alois, he's actually decent.
Michael played well for Denmark, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought there were some decent goalkeeping performances today.
Yeah, Alois actually played really well for Saudi Arabia. I'm still upset. Like Poland's still playing Krychowiak in midfield. It's just a bit.
He used to be cold when he went PSG. When he went PSG, he had a spell PSG, innit?
Yeah, he was good at PSG. He gave them something different at the time, innit? You know, when they had bare flair players, he was the grit. He was the grit that they needed, innit? But the guy's washed up, man. Washed up. He's just there, and he slide tackles at every opportunity. And Glick, at centre back, does the same thing as well. At every opportunity, like, he gets to the ball, and I don't know if you saw, like near the end, he like jumped up and like 2 foot blocked the cross into the box, and I'm like, brother, you could have just stuck a leg out, bruv.
Okay, yeah. Just stand man up, just once.
Yeah, but man, diving about. I mean, I'm like, bruv, these men love the mud. Like, I just don't get it.
Zielinski, is it Zielinski? Is that how you say his name? He was.
Yeah.
He's a good player. He's a very.
He's a very, very good player. Liverpool actually wanted to get him, innit?
Yeah, we wanted him for a few years, didn't they? But he's a good little footballer. But I feel sorry for players like Lewandowski, and there's a lot of players around the world that have never really, when it comes to big tournaments in international football, because of the countries they play for, they haven't really got that chance to show how elite they really can be, which is a shame. Which is a shame. It's nothing on Lewandowski's career. Unfortunately, he plays for Poland that hasn't really got the talent that he has around him to help him out.
Yeah, but it's mad because what it is in Poland, it's mad. It's you're like, you see how football in this country is like a grassroots thing, or like in Africa, football's a grassroots like game. In Poland, you ain't playing football if you're not wealthy. So if you look at like Lewandowski, you look at
Swear.
you look at they're not a representation of people from Poland. They're all people that come from families with money that have, or for Polish standards anyway, they're just middle class, isn't it? They're middle class and upper class, so they can pay to get them in the academy. They can pay for football boots and stuff. When you go like, that's what I'm saying. When you go to like, when I was in Poland and stuff, like they're like little things like even like AstroTurf boots and stuff like that. They weren't having Nikes or Kipstar, or these are branded things from like Lidl. Do you know what I mean? Like the unbranded boot from Lidl. That's what Mandem are wearing. Do you know what I mean? But they're the ones with all the ability, but they haven't got the money to go and get into these.
That's why a lot of the Polish players went and played for Germany as well, weren't it?
Yeah, so loads of them, Podolski. Yeah, all, you know what I mean? Because they've all got, but that's another thing. To be able to go and move away, especially in those times, you have to be able to go and have money. If you don't have money, you can't go and do that. So there's a lot of players.
In Poland, would you like walk down to your local park and see a load of people playing football?
Yeah. Like it's weird. All like little things. Like when I think about like my childhood or like all skills I learned, all these little like party tricks, I'll learn that stuff in Poland. But you're not going to go and see that in the higher level because they're just not going to be able to go and get there. So they'll play about until they're young and then just fall off and not do anything.
Yeah, that's peak,
man. But there's no grassroots football thing like that. So my friends that would go and play football, they were already people that had like a middle class or like a stable family around them that they can go to these organized games. And then obviously the facilities and everything are great when you go and do that. So the grassroots is probably better, like the facility wise is better than it is over here. But the ability to just go and play football for like a team, like you could go to Hackney Marshes and just sign up for a team and play. And you're not going to get that in Poland. You just won't get that. You just won't get that. So that's the difficulty. You're looking and look, everyone, as G said, everyone just looks decent on the ball. Everyone's tidy, but everyone's samey. Do you know what I mean? There's no one that offers you anything different. So when you need some sort of invention, no one's going to go and give you that because everyone's just the same.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times when you look at all these flair players, they always come from the maddest backgrounds because they just want to express themselves. It's mad how football is. Do you know what I mean? You look at the likes of your Neymars or your Ronaldinhos or your even players like that. They come from backgrounds where they're just like, I'm just going to go and do whatever.
It's built into them, isn't it?
And that's why, JJ, that's why when, like, not really Argentina, I wouldn't even say this is a South American thing as such. I'll say it's more of a Brazilian thing. That's why when you see some of the best players that I don't know, Robinhos, your Patos falling off early before their prime, I kind of get it because that they had such a hard background upcoming. When they've got there, they don't really know how to act. So that's why I have somewhat sympathy for them, and it's more a Brazilian thing. If you deep it, a lot of the players that had so much potential, obviously you get some that reach there, that the Ronaldinhos, the Ronaldos, the Rivaldos. But your Alexandre Patos and your Robinhos that should have done way more in their career, and they didn't.
God, Pato, man.
I sympathize sometimes, but yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad, and there's so many. That's why when people say, "Oh, he's the best player in the world," he's the best player in the world. There's probably a player out there better than Messi that just hasn't had the chance. You know?
There ain't.
Oh, Jamie, there could be. There could be.
Nah, I don't.
There could be. He's just not.
I always thought that. I always thought that about other sport. Like when Usain Bolt used to run the 100 meters in like 3 seconds, I'd be like, is he actually the fastest man in the world, or is there some geezer out there doing the 100 meters in like 7 seconds and he's just never been timed? Do you know what I mean? I always think things like that. But yeah, I mean, it's a shame about the Polish players, as you say. Like, if that's the case in Poland and they can't, that's a shame, man.
Yeah, it's like a lot of these players. So what you get is that you get very like samey players. So I don't know, but you can see it. Like I don't know. Even with England, you see there's a variety of the types of players you've got. You've got your Grealish, you've got Sterling, that are both wide players, but they offer something completely different. With Liverpool, you guys, I'm telling you now, because I know for a fact, you guys just hear Inski coming on, and you're like, brother, who's come off, who's come on, who's this, who's that, and you only recognize Lewandowski and Zielinski because they're the ones that have that bit of difference about them. But the rest of them all play the same. The rest of them just all play the same. So, like I said, I think, it is one of those ones. And look, if Poland make it out of the group, I mean, I think for Poland, that's just that's a success. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's around the 16 thing, though, isn't it?
That's why I say success in football is built differently to whoever it is.
Yeah, it's like we spoke about yesterday with Qatar, isn't it? Like Qatari scoring for Qatar probably does them so much good. Do you know what I mean? Like they don't need to win the tournament to bet for Qatar to benefit because it's such a small country. They need everyone to kind of focus on football. You can see that these they're not even into football like that. You got a small population of people that are, but the population is like 1 million people, isn't it? So let's say even if you got like 10% of the population that like football, like do you know what I mean? Like you just 100,000, like
it's still mad.
It's still mad. Like it's not enough. It's not enough to go and be successful. So look, that's good for them, man. But yeah, getting to the next game. I didn't have a good day of football, to be fair, man. I know Poland got the result, but then Tunisia, my adopted team.
How many teams you got, JJ? How many teams you got?
How many teams I've got? Well, I've got Ghana and Poland for like ethnicity reasons, and Tunisia. I said I'm going to sacrifice Poland for Tunisia.
Oh, fair enough. There you go.
I said I was going to turn my top inside out, and then it would just
kind of sacrifice
what's going on.
Well, have you seen that?
Against Australia, isn't it?
Yeah,
your man.
Did you see that tweet with the guy that's got a Saudi top on and he takes it off?
Yeah.
With the Lewandowski, he's like Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Romz of a Liverpool and Arsenal shirt.
He's at Anfield, Saka scores and he goes.
Romz has sewn his Arsenal shirt into his Liverpool shirt so he could just quickly reverse it.
Like that.
I knew it. You know, as I said that, I knew that was coming from one of you. I knew it.
Yeah, I mean, Tunisia, that was just a poor showing from Tunisia, man.
Yeah, I don't. Tunisia are always in tournaments. I remember them being in the '98 World Cup. I think they were in England.
I want to give Australia flowers though. I thought Australia they were better than even against France. Until France equalised, they were on top. They weren't on top. They were in the game.
Until they scored because Moy until they equalised. Moy was decent in that game. In that first 10 minutes,
I was like, is this the same Moy that was like flipping Brighton and who's the other team that is? Yeah. Bro, I was like, it's the same guy. He was looking hard in there. Yeah, he reminded me of Thomas Gravison. I'd see the ball there and I was like, you're actually moving like a proper like general.
One good season I went around Madrid.
That Real Madrid signing was mad. That's when they were at their not their peak, but they still had
they had a thing for British players at the time. Owen, Woodgate, Gravison.
Yeah, they got McManaman. McManaman was the first one, isn't it?
Yeah, McManaman was a success though. He was quality.
Yeah.
He won 2 European titles with them, innit? Not even
he got the winning goal in one of them. He got winning goal in one of them.
Yeah. That 2000, I think.
Yeah, McManaman's well regarded over there, man. He is. But yeah, Tunisia, they just I don't know what it was, man. I just don't know where it was. Like they just weren't the same team. They just weren't the same team at all.
The intensity weren't really there as much. It just
But even the football, it just wasn't there. You could see they're all like decent on the ball and stuff, but they didn't move it as like it is intensity. They just didn't move the ball fast.
You can tell the first game was just a hype to be at the World Cup. Like they played out of their skin in that first game, didn't win, and I kind of just feel like that's all they had. They didn't have another level to go up. Whereas Australia played well, got battered, so you could kind of see that they still had started to cling on to something to come back to in the next game. I thought they were good, man. I thought they were very good.
Tunisia the weakest African nation, would you say?
I think Cameroon are meaty, man.
You know, Cameroon maybe. But ain't it funny? If you think of World Cups and you think of African teams, you think of Cameroon straight away, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the legacy. They got the highest legacy out of African teams in World Cups, don't they?
No, Ghana do.
Who's got to the furthest? Who's got to
quarterfinal? There's like 3 teams that got to quarterfinal: Ghana, Cameroon,
and
Senegal, I think as well. Was it Ivory Coast?
No, Senegal.
Yeah, all got to quarters.
I remember growing up watching World Cups in Cameroon, like 1990 World Cup.
No, it is Cameroon at the time had a lot of players that played in the Premier League. Obviously you had Etu,
they had more recognizable.
Players that played in the World Cup. So I guess you're right, to be fair. It's Tunisia. It just wasn't enough. But the deal is, Australia, obviously, it was a 1-0 victory, wasn't it? It was 1-0.
Yeah.
Good goal by the striker. Was it Duke? Is that his name?
Yeah, what's his name? Michael Duke.
Michael Duke or something like that. Yeah, but look, great header from him. But it was just one of those ones where, look, Australia were good, but it was a bit of like a dogfight from them, isn't it? Like Suter just clearing everything. Like that Tunisia weren't at their best, and it still like looked like they could just nick a goal like randomly, like in the Iran game. I mean, it's just sad, man. It's just sad. My teams are going out early, man. It's just.
Oh, so how does that group look now? Like, France have got 6.
France are on 6 points. Australia are on 3 points. Denmark are on 1 point. Tunisia are on 1 point. Australia have a goal difference of -2, and Denmark have a goal difference of -1. So basically, Australia only need a point. Australia only need a point against Denmark. And they could.
Oh, so wait, so them two play as Tunisia, France.
Denmark versus Australia and France versus Tunisia.
So basically, whoever wins that Denmark game is going to go through a second, innit?
Well, yeah, Australia only need a point though. They need 1 point.
Oh, swear. Okay. They might get that, you know. They actually might get that.
I think they'll get it.
Yeah.
Because Denmark are not really. They're not really impressing me like that.
Denmark have got to score 2 goals to beat Australia to get through. That's like that. They've got to put 2 goals past Australia. Because I don't think a 1-0 is enough. Because
how many goals are they?
I can see Australia scoring. You know what I mean? So that means Denmark will have to get through at least to win a game. Can you see that at the moment?
I think that's probably got a draw written all over it, you know. I reckon that game's
Australia need.
That's what I was thinking. I just think that'll be all square, man.
I can't wait till tomorrow night. I'm buzzing for tomorrow night.
Oh shit! It's straight,
when Spain put Germany at the World Cup. I can't wait.
Bro,
you know what?
Germany are not winning that game, you know.
You know, watch Germany win it. Germany win it.
I don't want none of these fans saying,
"Are Spain really that good? Are Spain really that good?" Do you know what I mean?
I can't see it, you know, bro. I can't see it.
I don't think we will, and I hope we don't. But you just never know, man.
Germany had 2 World Cups in the group stages. Can you imagine? In a row.
And this is a good crop of players they got as well. It's not like they're going through mad transition. They've got decent players.
Don't give me this hands flick crap. I had enough of it. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Well, Hansi Flick.
What for Liverpool?
Yeah. Thank you. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Don't let Ramsey say that's Ramsey.
Saying that though, I don't want Klopp to manage Germany either.
Ram just gone round, just started this agenda from early talking about Hansi Flick, and he just filtered into the ether. Like we just need Ram needs to
stop it too soon, man.
German, I mean, influence is given into the families. It's horrible. It needs to be.
There is some tight groups though, aren't there?
Yeah, it's a lot of groups, a lot of tight groups where. And that's what's making actual World Cup exciting. There haven't been a lot of is it not just apart from France? There's no one's qualified automatically.
Yeah, well, if you look at Poland's group, Poland are actually top of their group at the moment with 4 points.
Yeah,
Argentina are second. Argentina are second with 3 points. Saudi Arabia are third with 3 points, and Mexico on 1 point. Mexico can still go through.
That's what I'm saying.
Mad.
Yeah, I mean,
if Mexico scored against Saudi Arabia, if Mexico scored bare goals and Liverpool and Poland lose to Argentina, then.
But I don't think Mexico is scoring bare goals. That's the thing. They've not scored yet. They're not going to go from scoring no goals.
Knowing Poland's luck, they're just going to slap 5 or something. It'll just be
bro. Who's getting the goals?
I don't know, like Lozano or someone, man. Chucky Lozano or something will just bundle one.
I honestly think you man are good. I think you man are
good. Or Jimenez will just come good. Jimenez will just come good.
And I'm looking at Group E as well. We are, so that's tomorrow's games. Yeah, Japan play at 10 in the morning. They're playing Costa Rica. If Japan win, they're on 6 points. Right? They're on 6 points. Spain will be on 3 points. Germany and Costa Rica will be on 0, which means if Japan win, they're through tomorrow. And if Spain win, Germany are going home. Mad.
Japan are winning. Japan, from what I've seen in Costa Rica, there is no way Costa Rica gets something out of that game.
Worst in the competition.
Easily, bruv. Easily.
Qatar, who do you think wins? Let's say there was a playoff.
They should make them play each other.
That should be fun.
Hold
it and be like, well, whoever that loses this is that labeled the worst in the tournament.
I think Qatar would beat Costa Rica. I'll be real. I
think
saw
Costa-
more. I
I
saw
think
more.
Costa Rica beat England.
Nah. Come on.
Imagine
But
if
no,
Costa Rica,
it was 2014 World Cup. England drew with them, innit? That was the last game because they lost the first. They lost.
They knocked us out of the group. They knocked us out.
Italy, Uruguay, and then they drew against Costa. That's mad. That's crazy.
Suarez scored and celebrated in front of Stevie. Do you remember?
Because he done the back pass. You know how Gerrard has done that back pass, that crazy back pass,
he's like,
three, four
Suarez
times in his career. Just
we're
that
not,
bows up.
we're not in a red shirt. Shit.
yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, man, it's looking mad. Yeah, it's looking mad. So tomorrow's going to be interesting.
England's group. England are not even through yet. England.
No, I think.
If Wales, that Wales game, Tomlinson.
Wales, I'm putting a bet.
I reckon Wales beat us. I reckon Wales beat us.
Wales
win, but we still go through.
USA, but you're going to go and get someone like Mepham or someone score a corner. You know, just someone that could just challenge Maguire in the air. It's going to be like,
I do think England will get. I think it'll be a draw. I think it'll be a draw.
The struggle to get through this group is a joke, man.
To be fair, maybe
I did say it though when we beat Iran 6-2. I did come on here and say it.
Thing is, though, on paper,
England
have got the hardest group on paper. All the teams are in the top 20 FIFA ranking. Like, it's not an easy group. They just made
FIFA had England third once in the world rankings. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, well, I mean, that's the thing. The world rankings don't really mean much, but at least on paper, like, it's not easy. It's not. It's
Belgium
easy.
are number one.
But
yeah,
they still won. And they still number one.
Yeah. I think they're still number one.
Yeah, Belgium are number one, and I know Ghana's at 56 or something like that. Which obviously just doesn't make any. That's just a lie, isn't it? Like,
bro, put Ghana against Belgium. I'm sorry, we're causing a problem.
Saudi Arabia are ahead of Ghana in the rankings. Like, do you know what I mean? Oh, Jesus,
that's a madness.
Portugal, Uruguay is going to be a good game as well. A couple of days time.
Yeah, it's going to be good
on Monday.
The new goat, Darwin Núñez against the old goat. It's going to be good.
The new goat. I'm going to run through some of the comments as well. Whilst I'm doing that, people, make sure I didn't put the poll up today, but please make sure, let us know who you think your player of the day is. Ish, Romz and Jamie, player of the day, honorable mention, team of the day, goal of the day as well. So yeah, cool. Just get the thinking caps run. I'm going to run through some of the comments. As we're always saying, make sure you're smashing a like. There's over 20 people in the building, so please make sure you're smashing a like. RJ is actually in the building, so you don't want him to kick you out. Do you know what I mean? Out of the chat. So exactly. Big up RJ. As always, been amazing. Where are we going to start? G saying, in regards to Thiago, saying, bun the stepovers, man. Are we here to win or look nice?
Yeah. We won better when Thiago didn't play for us. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah. It's true. Phil's not having it, though. He's saying, look, without Thiago putting in a great pass, some of our players that have got an assist wouldn't have had half as many as they have. Not really. I haven't seen him. He hasn't played that pass for me, like Thiago, where it's like, oh my God, he's played that pass. Trench just smashed it across the box, and someone's tapped it in like they do.
I'll be honest. For this season, his best contributions have been defensively. He's been helping Fab out. He's actually been helping Fab.
I'm going to say it right now. People might not like this. Trent's a better passer
than Thiago.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Look at all Trent's passing, man.
But Trent's
pass. You know my favourite Trent pass ever. That little in the World Club Cup Championship final.
Oh yeah, the assist for Bobby.
I don't think Thiago does something like that. I think Trent's passing is so underrated.
But for me, that's what I'm saying. For me, not that it's easy, but that pass is like but that pass is the one where it's like a lot of the time, like his passes are long distance and they're into space or they're into someone. Do you know what I mean? With Thiago, for me, a much more difficult pass and a pass that's actually much more it's incisive. It's the one when he reverses it and finds the front man really fast. Yeah. That pass is ridiculous. Like
it cuts out. It cuts out.
You know, I think Thiago and Trent. I think Thiago and Trent have got a pass set that neither the other one can do, if that makes sense. But they specialise. They're great at the pass.
I think Thiago could do, because if you look at Trent's passes, like he gets the ball out wide, he knows there's no one to his right. He's got the whole pitch to look at. He's normally got time because we're not getting pressed like mad.
That's why I don't want him in midfield, man.
Put Trent in midfield. Is jump. I said this before. I think I might have said it on here.
I've been grilling Thiago, but look at the pass that he done in the Champions League when he's done the chest. You know, he flicked it over his head.
He
hit it on the half volley into. Trent in that position. The only thing he's doing is smashing it back into Alisson on a half volley. He's not going to be able to do that. So that's why for me, that pass, I prefer those types of passes. The kind of the spraying or the long pass, like the daisy cutter, it looks nice and it's like great. But for me, I always love the Iniesta or Xavi passes or like the Pulisic assist when he just tucked it in there.
Because actually, you're mixing vision with the ability to pull it off. Whereas Trent's ones is vision to see it, but it's a different kind of vision. You're not looking at like what's going on behind you, like Thiago is, or having like seeing stuff that you're seeing a picture that no one else can see. They'll make a pass that no one else can see.
It's like Messi sometimes. I've seen him go and just play a pass. And it's gone in between like the two centre mids.
Best pass.
But they're staggered. So it's gone in between them, but then it's curled at the end and gone in between the centre back and the right back. And the guys run onto it. It's like, how have you seen that? Whereas
Messi's the best passer I've ever seen.
That's fair. Whereas Trent would go and smack that ball. It might have some swaz on it, but it goes over the top of the centre back. And that person makes the run. And that's for me is the
Trent don't play for England. I don't know. It called for him last night, but yeah.
The game, to be fair, and what's mad about yesterday as well is that Trippier was having a stinker, bro. I thought Trippier was one of the worst players on the pitch.
I said this to Jerry last night.
First half, I thought he was decent though.
I said this to Jerry last night. What is Trippier actually better than Trent at?
To be fair, this season, the thing is, if we're talking club form, this season he's been better. He's actually been sick for Newcastle.
Yeah, but club form don't really matter when it comes to international, does it? Because look at Maguire. Look at Maguire.
Rubbish anyway. Like
he's never really got a chance.
That's the thing. This is why I can't really be on this whole like Trent should start it because
I don't know. I think you should. I think a quality coach gets all his creative players on the pitch and does something with them. I don't know. Foden don't play. How does Foden not play?
Gary Neville actually made a sick point. He was like, Spain, Germany, Italy, Brazil, all these players. Trent and Foden, they're not benched for any of these nations. They're just mad that for England, both of them hold the bench.
Mason Mount plays in front of Foden for England. Let's just leave it there.
That's Derry's guy, man. That's Derry's guy.
For me, the only thing I would say is that, and obviously I'm not supporting England, so it's just like, all right, but with Southgate, if he brings on Foden and doesn't bring on Grealish, then people would be sitting here saying he didn't bring Grealish on.
Why is it an either or? Why is it an either or?
Because obviously, but that's what I'm saying. If you went and brought on like Rashford, or didn't bring on Rashford and brought on both of them on, then people would be saying, "Why is Rashford on the bench?" Do you know what I mean? It's like
you can't started.
No, I know you're saying that because you're saying that you want Kane playing in the 10. But let's say the team's set up the way it's set up. It's like you can't. Like I feel like the amount of quality that's there, no one's always going to be able to go and get on. And to be fair, with the players that England have, the fact that those players can't go and beat a USA team, that says more about the players to me.
Yeah, that's what we said last night, wasn't it? Yeah.
Then any tactics, it's like Mount, you had a shocker. Kane, where were you? You were dropping so deep, but where were you? When it mattered? Why didn't you get
I don't think Kane's fit, to be honest. He didn't look like he was fit yesterday. He didn't play well.
Maybe the ankle's actually battered, didn't it? And you just slamming it.
That tackle, that looked like his ligament was like fucked up. Like
that was like the Neymar challenge. But
Neymar, bro, you know they gave Kane the most injections. This is the difference. Brazil know they've got mad strength.
Yeah. Kane's had the new COVID jab that ain't even been invented yet. Do you know what I mean? He planted it. Why are we so like Kane has to play as a nation though? What
I get it because if you look at the strikers, that like the options, like the drop off is mad.
Do you reckon Callum Wilson would have done better than Kane yesterday?
Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah, I do. Or even Rashford at the night. If you want to, because I think we didn't really try to stretch something behind yesterday. We didn't, but we also didn't have the ball in midfield as well. I thought the game was crap.
But this is the problem with England, though. Yeah, is that there was such a pressure for Kane to start. Like Kane, there was rumors that Kane was injured. He had the scan and stuff, and there was panic stations. Everyone, this is worrying. Before every World Cup game, ITV and BBC kept running that same interview. Do you know what I mean?
With Conor Cody being like, is he fit?
Yeah, exactly. All that time they kept running the same
Why
thing.
are we picking him up like he's won us things? I don't get it.
No, but this
He
is what I'm saying.
bottles the big games. What
No,
are
but
we?
it's because he's like, in terms of number 9s, you got him, Lewandowski. You can throw Benzema in there, and that's about it. Do you know what I mean? In terms of what you offer in the pitch. So England are lucky in that department if you consider like other nations that haven't got, do you know what I mean, a player like
Bro,
that.
look at all the countries that don't have a good striker.
Yeah, me and Jerry said this yesterday. The number 9's a dead position there.
That's why we're seeing this World Cup so many 0-0s. Because if we look at a Premier League game, for example, City have games like this where like there's not really any clear-cut chances. 88th minute, Haaland would just come in, bang, 1-0. Then the game stretched, they might get another one. Like you're seeing so many countries at the moment, they don't have one single player in their squad who's like
they're all forwards, but not a striker. That's
yeah, they'll just
even France. You look at France, Giroud's quality, but it's all about Mbappe, and he's not an actual number 9.
Yeah, but what Giroud does though, that's fair. I mean, you can have that, but what Giroud does is that he occupies.
I love him, by the way,
and he's a proper number 9, so it allows Mbappe to do what he's doing. If Mbappe didn't have like a Giroud, let's say it was like a Kai Havertz there or something, like Griezmann playing up front.
Why he plays it?
The same thing. You'd be like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Like, what are they doing? They're both occupying the same space. They're just Griezmann's not in
mad,
the box.
don't it? We've been saying this about Bobby Firmino for about 5 years, and everyone told us we were wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
It's crazy, isn't it? How it works.
John saying, if I'm Trent, I'm putting an application to play for Brazil. Listen, Brazil weren't even going to take it now. The way they're playing, they're like, nah, you know what? Bun all the attacking fullbacks we've had. We're going a straight flat 4, that Sunday league. Listen, they weren't moving for ish. I'm telling you now.
It's mad. They had that back 6 just stay in there, and then they let the front. I kind of rate that.
But it's smart, isn't it? It's like, cool. We don't need our fullbacks doing all of this type of thing because Vinicius can handle 2 man against by himself, and you saw it when they double up. He just taps it past them, and they can't get near him. And
it might get a problem when they face the big teams, though.
That's where the thing is, who's the big teams though? Like, who's actually on anywhere near?
I'd love to see Brazil-France.
That's a good game, you know.
It's a good game, but that's why I'm saying that 6 that they've got with Ali in goal. The two with Thiago Silva and Marquinhos.
Fucking Ali in goal, ain't they?
Exactly. Casemiro in front of that, and Casemiro in front of that with just Alexander and Danilo that were just solid. That just showed that we can be solid, especially in that first game.
Oh.
That's a problem. Like
that is a problem. That is a problem.
And then on the counter,
problem, bro. I don't know how you come across how you overcome that. That's mad.
Yeah,
Ali, have you? Is there a geezer who can work everything? It's not fair, man. It's what Ali was.
Got the tash on lock, the beard, no beard. Yeah, it's crazy.
Still works.
No, speaking of tashes, though, why does Dembele got that? Why has he got that moustache?
Dembele was born with that. That's what I've heard. No. I've literally heard when Dembele was born, he had stuff right here.
You'd think this guy's moving crazy, man. If you had a Trent jacket just walking next to the school, you'd be like, raw. Like this.
Yeah, get him away, man.
Bro, that moustache is mad. Like that moustache is mad.
I've never seen it. It looks like it's one of the moustaches that never needed to be trimmed. That it grows to that much, and that's it. It stays there, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And Dicko saying the only thing Trent is doing this World Cup is operation with Bellingham. Well, the game.
British has said that apparently Liverpool are making a move, aren't they? So
operation Bellingham. Nah.
I don't. Are we gonna get him?
Probably well, we're going to do the Avon, ain't we? We're going to knock on the door every 2 weeks and get pay them a little bit.
It's got a big bag of coins. And
remember, he hasn't got a buyout clause. So Liverpool can actually do what they do in transfers because he hasn't got a buyout clause.
Has he not?
No. Actually works better for Liverpool when someone ain't got a buyout clause.
Yeah.
They can do the way they do transfer business then. You know, we give you 10% up front and then 90% over 27 years. No APR.
All in coins as well. Just a big bag of coins in 2 weeks.
Hello.
Exactly.
Hello. You want to say hello
Exactly.
quick,
But
mate? Say hello quick. Quick. You're invading everyone's privacy. Right, just kiss. Yeah. Kiss. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good girl.
bye.
He's cute, man. See ya.
Oh, dear. Go away. Go and get your Roman Reigns t-shirt. Okay.
Oh shit, Survivor Series tonight, isn't it?
Yep.
Let's
But,
go.
cool. Let's get into it, man. Let's try to wrap this up as quick as possible. Big up to everyone tuning in. Make sure we're smashing the like. Player of the day. Let's start with Ish. Player of the day and your honourable mention.
It's got to be the GOAT, man. It's got to be the GOAT. I'm sorry, like that's what you call clutch when your country, because they were not winning that game. I'm sorry, they did not look like they were winning that game at all. You can say Enzo Fernandez would have done his thing at the end, but until that point, they didn't look like they were going to win the game. People started to wonder, are they going to get out of the group, etc., etc. And the GOAT just done what the GOAT does, man. He even got he's got the assist as well for Fernandez, even though it's a bit of a media assist, but yeah. Got to be the GOAT.
You got it. He's got, yeah. Honourable mention.
I'll give it to that Duke guy, innit, for Australia, because that's the only again, kind of like the Argentina game. Until that moment, it didn't look like that was going to be a goal. Sick header as well, sick header, because it took a deflection in. It took a deflection, spun out,
deflection, and he just adjusted himself and flicked it, and it's just a great flick.
I thought that, and he gave them, because if they don't win that game, they're pretty much out as well. So now they got a chance. So yeah, I'll give him my honourable mention.
Exactly. Jamie.
Player of the day, I'm going to give it Messi because he's single-handedly carrying Argentina through his World Cup at this moment in time. And I mean, it's just, what more can you say about the man? You know, I remember the time when Argentina almost never qualified for the World Cup, and he won it on the last qualifying game, didn't he, to get him in the last World Cup?
Yeah, the last World Cup, yeah.
And they got all the way to the final. You know, it's just, there's something special about him. I'm going to give it to him, but I suppose you've got to give the honourable mention to Mbappe. I mean, look, you take Mbappe out of France at the moment. I don't know if France are scoring goals, you know. I don't know if France are actually scoring goals. You got all the chances they had today. It's Mbappe got them. You know, you take Mbappe out of this French attack at the moment. Are they scoring the goals to go all the way to win the World Cup again back to back? That's what I wonder. I do wonder. Because Giroud will score goals, but he ain't going. I don't see Giroud getting a brace in continuous games, but I see Mbappe getting braces. So yeah, he's my honourable mention.
Romz?
No, just echoing what Ish said. For me, it has to be the GOAT, because there's only two players in this tournament that are under immense pressure, in my opinion, which is Messi and Neymar. And must-win game, everyone's expecting you to do something, and he delivers. I'm just echoing what Jamie and Ish said. For me, it has to be an honourable mention to Lewandowski, the first World Cup goal, striker's instinct. He gambled on the mistake, tidy finish, but yeah, mine has to be Messi, man. Has to. He's a joke of a player, man. Joke of a player.
Yeah. I'm going with Mbappe. I'm going with Mbappe for player of the day. I think, Messi, great. Yeah, he's carrying Argentina. Got the goal. Great goal. But Mbappe, as Ish said, as the caption, as we read out, at the moment, he's playing like he's the best in the world. The all-round game's on point. He scored both goals. Like, him scoring that one goal, we'd be like, look, great. He got the goal as well, but it was a draw for Denmark.
Yeah,
he managed to get that equalizer as well for me. So for me, props to him. And right now,
Can we get an Argentina-France final? Sorry, or are they on the same? Is it?
You can get Argentina-Brazil semi. I think the way it's going.
Not France.
France have to play Brazil first, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's mad. Okay.
Yeah, Brazil have to go through teams if they want to win this World Cup.
Yeah, they're going to, and we'll see. They're looking very confident.
I can see them doing like a Real Madrid Champions League where they'll just beat everyone, get to the final, and then you'll be like, cool, they actually deserve to win.
Yeah, exactly. My honourable mention for today is going to be Aaron Moy, you know. Actually, it's going to be a double pair. It's going to be Aaron Moy and Suter at the back for Australia. I think he was ridiculous today.
Yeah, Suter's good player.
That Suter was ridiculous.
Suter's decent.
Yeah, he's decent player.
You know, he's just come back from an ACL.
This is like his second game back.
This is his second, because his first game was the World Cup.
When I heard that today, I was like, what the hell?
And you see he's rushing in, clearances, last minute tackles. Like, he was ridiculous. And
Virgil needs to take note. Virgil needs to take
What?
No, trust. And listen, Aaron Moy, man.
Jerry, remember what I said at the start of the week? If he had been younger, Klopp would have signed him. He's a workhorse. He's a player that actually fits into our system. Obviously, not at his age now, but he's had
How old
talent.
is he now? How old is he now?
33, 32,
Yeah.
33.
I swear.
He's still young enough.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen him in bro? Have you seen him in
right.
midfield?
You know what? He can actually make
Yeah, would have been better off putting Aaron Moy instead of Arthur Melo.
We would have been. We'd have a fit player in our midfield
He
right
actually
now.
would have been.
And
He
international.
gets injured as well.
Oh, you say that though, but
let's be honest. That 1 year in Huddersfield, like, he was one of their better players. That their only season in the Prem, I think it was. He was balling out for them.
he was all right. And then he went
No,
Brighton,
under-
isn't it? Was he Brighton before?
No. It was hard. No, basically, it was Man City because he was in New York, not New York. What was that team?
New York City.
Melbourne,
Yeah.
Melbourne City, is it?
Mhm.
The one.
He's one of the Etihad teams, though, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
one of the
one of
teams,
the
isn't it?
One of the City
Yeah.
group, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man City bought him, but then loaned him out to Huddersfield in the Championship. He balled out in the Championship. He did.
Then he went to Brighton.
Then he went to Huddersfield in the Prem because they actually bought him. So Huddersfield bought him when they came up.
Oh, with like, yeah.
They played a season with Huddersfield. Then he went to Brighton, and then it kind of just went
Wait a
pear-shaped.
bit left. Well, he's at Celtic now, isn't it?
Where is he? No, he's at Celtic. Yeah, he's at Celtic.
Yeah.
And then he went to China. It didn't really work out as well. And then
Bro, he's been
Yeah.
about, man. He's
Yeah,
been
he's
about.
been
But
about.
I rate him. I rate him.
yeah, decent little player, man. Decent little
Yeah,
player.
he
So I'll give it to him. Yeah, goal of the day, people.
This is easy.
Oh, bro, Enzo Fernandez, bro. Oh
Yeah.
my god. I tweeted it earlier. I was like, that is the James Rodriguez moment of the World Cup so far. Like the way he just dropped, like I feel like everything just stood still. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Everything just stood still. Even when it went in, the way it went in, like the top corner, I was like, I couldn't actually believe what I just saw. I was like, yeah, that is a cold finish.
Yeah,
That was
that
cold
was a
finish.
great goal as well. And it eased all the pressure for Argentina as well. Because
Exactly.
1-0 still, you're thinking Raul Jimenez are going to get on the end of some cross.
It could just go in some like mad way.
I mean, but yeah, for me, I'm just going to say it's that goal as well.
100%.
Messi.
Jamie, Messi's, yeah.
Messi's is a better finish, in my opinion. I mean, that is a controlled 30-yard effort. It's not.
I hear it in the sense that like
I actually hear it.
Controlled.
I hear it.
He's part. Do you know how good it is? He's passed it in the. I'm not too sure that. He's passed it through. He's passed it in the net from 30 yards. He's passed it into the net from 30
I
yards.
hear it. The accuracy was mad.
Unleashed
Accuracy
hell.
was mad.
He's passed it. Mad.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's literally.
Mad. It's mad.
You know what? When I think about it, maybe you do have a point, Jamie. Like,
Name another player who can do that.
You know what? Maybe look, the Enzo one was emphatic. But put it this way: if the goals were swapped around, I'd definitely give it to the Enzo one. I'd definitely give it to the Enzo one because if that was the one to get the 1-0,
Yeah.
But because it was the 2-0, it doesn't have that same effect. Whereas the Messi one,
Jamie, you're a genius, you know. I'm actually deep in it.
As he said, I'm agreeing with it. I'm actually agreeing with it as he said.
Because
But
He's trying to shot. He passed it in the net.
With Enzo, let's be honest, take nothing away from the goal, but you see that goal quite, I'm not going to say quite often, but you see similar goal. With Messi's, you have to keep that low and precise.
I'll be real as well. Only Messi scored goals like that because he got one in the Champions League final before against, I think, United. One of the United games, he got one like that before as well. And it's just like
in the final, innit?
the final, yeah. I think it was the Wembley one. I can't
Wembley
remember which
one,
one.
yeah.
One of the one. But I'm just like, there's about 5 or 6 bodies in front of you, and you know the ones that it goes through like 2 man's legs as well. I'm just like, how have you got that so accurate, so low, in exactly the perfect spot?
The ball's not risen. The ball's not risen, which tells you it's a controlled pass into the net from 30 yards.
Yeah.
I slightly hear you, know. I do slightly hear you, but the Enzo one moved. The Enzo one didn't move me though. The Enzo one didn't move.
Yeah, the Enzo one, it it's the touch. He shifted everyone. Everyone went to the left.
Yeah, I can understand it totally. It's quality goal as well. Quality goal.
Yeah. To be fair, I'll go with Jamie on this one. Jamie, you won the race for president. There you go, man. I mean,
Messi's.
And obviously the team of the day as well. I'll start this one. I think my team of the day, I'll give it Australia, man.
Right, you're not even gonna go your own nation.
Man, they don't deserve it, man. No, I want a good performance. I'd rather us go out, and lose every single game, but I can go out and be like, you know what? See how Saudi Arabia, like they tried, you saw they had a plan.
You actually enjoyed watching it, innit?
Yeah, I enjoyed watching them. I don't enjoy watching this team. It's boring, man. It's boring. To be fair, I didn't watch the first half because I was playing football myself, innit? But when as soon as I could, I was in the club round just watching the game. I was like, this is dead. This is boring.
Bro, trust me, the first half went better either. The first actually went even better, to be fair.
They kept saying that the second half is actually better than the first half. So it's just it's just not great. But now I'll give it to Australia because of obviously I did hear the stat that Mark Schwarzer said at the end of the game when he said something along the lines of this is Australia's first win in since
2010. Bro, their first clean sheet since 1974 in the World Cup. When I heard that, I was like,
wait, who's first clean sheet?
Australia in the World Cup since 1974, bro. That's crazy.
Wow.
And they always get in because of where they're
always.
Every single World Cup. They're in every single World Cup. It's not like their Qatar team that they've been in one World Cup and then there was
they're like the Oceania thing with this.
Oceania. They play Fiji and they play Fiji, New Zealand, and Samoa.
The teams that are sick at rugby and don't have a football team, it's them ones. They all got sick rugby teams. They're not good. They ain't got a football team. But that was sick.
And I think that's why I'd give it to them. I think, and obviously that Mike Duke or whatever, him scoring for his son and doing the celebrations for his son. I think that was just cool. His son's gonna remember that in it, thinking, "Oh, my dad scored at a World Cup in it." Good little narrative. So
I echo exactly what you said. It's literally what you said. I'll give it to Australia as well. That was a sick performance on that.
Romz?
Yeah, I'd go Australia as well.
I'm going Australia as well, man. Do you see how much? For me, I'm going more off the emotional point as well. Like everyone crying, the fans, what it meant to the players. Like, normally we say as a joke, Dukey's crying. Like Duke literally was crying.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, man. For the emotional stuff.
Dude, why are you crying?
It's the best Australian performance I've seen since the season finale of Neighbours.
Even
Neighbours is coming back, innit?
Bro, it went for like 2 weeks, then they bring it back.
They built up all that. I watched the season finale. It was now long. Everyone came back. I was like, this is a nice way to finish.
They're coming back on
this Amazon, isn't it?
Amazon Prime. That's it.
Yeah.
So no one's gonna watch it.
You'd be surprised, You'd be surprised. They'll get some influx of money, and then all of a sudden we'll be like, all right, the production's a bit better. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Co-op saying obviously Messi goal of the day, control and finish. That's what it is. Co-op then obviously saying that's when good neighbor.
Wait, that tune there's good. I can't even.
Yeah. I mean, everyone knows the words for it. Let's face it.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Home and away Neighbours, that's the match we all want to see.
We got Andiko saying, Jerry, do you see comments by Saudi government saying or talking about buying us? I have, but I've made a pledge that I'm not going to really talk about Liverpool for the whole of the World Cup. I need a break.
Wait. Andiko, quickly. Big up yourself each and every time. You're on ITK, aren't you? Because he just has info on info.
Listen here.
Yeah, Saudi info, man.
We want 2 players from South America and Bellingham. What does that mean? South American players or players in South America? Because those are 2 different things.
Yeah. Because I'm not trying to see unknown ballers from Brazil that we're going to.
Do you remember when Brazil won the World Cup and Channel 5 decided to show their season?
Martinez or something. They were like, who is this? Like Caicedo's uncle or something like that. Yeah, I mean, he's younger than him.
Caicedo's uncle. No, do you remember when Brazil won the World Cup and Channel 5 showed the whole Brazilian season because they won the World Cup and you realise that the league's trash? You remember that?
What, their league, their domestics? Yeah.
Do I remember that? And the league was terrible.
Sui saying it's all about how much the FA likes you and they love Kane and Mount.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And Dick was saying John the 11. Well, sorry, not. I mean, he's talking about John. Roberto Carlos said he'd have him for Brazil. That's Trent. Big up to Endo in the building. Endo saying Denmark look good today.
Yeah, I don't think Denmark look that bad.
Yeah.
I don't think they look that bad.
That's what I think it is. I don't think they look good or bad. They just kind of did what they needed to do. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I think it is as well? A lot of people are saying, dark horses before the tournament. And I was never really
I never got it.
I never wasn't really feeling them. I think they got to the semis of the Euros, innit? So everyone's like, cool.
So what, the dark horses in the biggest competition in the world? Get out.
Like, I didn't see that one, but
one thing I will say, they are hard to break down though. Like, I think if they go 1-0 or 2 goals up,
goes to cancel us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That took me a second. I was like, what?
I didn't cook it first.
Oh Jesus!
I think if they go let's say they get to last 16 or whatnot, I think a better team should beat them on paper. We know if we're playing on paper, but they do seem defensively resolute. That's one thing I'll give them. Like, let's be honest, it was Mbappe brilliance. France was finding it hard to break them down.
Yeah.
And that's what Mbappe can do, man.
It's true, actually, because a lot of their chances were outside the box.
Exactly. Shooting from range and that.
Mbappe is just the equalizer, isn't it? It's just
it's mad.
It eliminates.
France ain't gonna score goals unless he scores.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Who do you think is going to be the under? There's always a team that does well in a World Cup and goes to a semi-final, goes to a last, the third, fourth playoff. Who do you think is going to be out of these teams?
But no one's really impressing me like that, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. I think the World Cup's quite open. If someone
Japan's
goes
a shout.
a good run,
Japan's the route. The Japan route isn't that difficult. But if they win tomorrow and they get top, that means they're getting second in what group?
Wait, who do they have tomorrow?
Costa Rica.
Bro, Costa Rica. They got Costa Rica, bro. They're going through.
If they win, they go through automatically, and they could top. They basically depend on what Spain do, but they could potentially top the group.
Yeah. Costa Rica, look, I can see that not even just being a win. Like, I can't probably.
Bro, it could be a 3-4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
got a joke, but I'll get your channel cancelled, so I won't say it. But
maybe off air. Maybe off air.
Yeah, off air.
No, man, Japan. Yeah, I've got a feeling the Dutch will go far. I know they look crap, but Jerry said
just one of them jammy teams, innit? I
can't. They're not impressive. Even Virgil's looking.
Gap goes scoring every game he plays, but still look absolutely terrible.
And Virgil's emotional after Van Basten stuck it on him. Like, he's just emotional, so he's got a point to prove.
What's that about? What?
Way too emotional. Virgil, all this stuff, that stern look, jamming in the tunnel and stuff, it's all a facade now. He just every time someone.
Bro, it's mad. I was saying to G recently, like, Virgil's not a good captain. I don't rate, like, as a defender, as a leader of a back four, he's good, he's sick. Yeah. But as an actual captain, when he's got to worry about the whole team, I don't really rate it like that. Van Basten's spitting, absolute facts, bro.
Yeah, if I was Van Dijk, I would just say, you know what? He's a legend of our game. The best ever played for our country.
Don't respond. Just don't say anything.
If that's what he wants to say, that's what he wants to say. I'm not going to big up to him and just move on.
You don't even respond to it. You say you respond to it. But
let's be honest.
Yeah, like, he just unagitated, just came out and started saying something, innit? That's
they asked about the rainbow armband. They asked about the rainbow armband. He's like, I don't want to talk about that. I'm just here to play football. Then, bro, when you're getting drawn out, play football, bro.
Because who else was he bitching about? Couple months ago.
Carragher recently.
But was there even someone before that? There was even someone before that.
Everyone got the Carragher thing, though. Everyone got the Carragher thing completely mixed up, though. Because I think Van Dijk was thinking about Carragher nowadays, not back in the day.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know.
I know something about Gary, innit?
Man. He was saying Carragher back in the day is not getting. He's like, come on.
No, he wouldn't.
Gary Neville actually said.
But
Gary Neville actually said.
He wouldn't. Van Dijk ain't lying there, though, would he?
Maybe Gomez.
Gomez gets in the head of Gomez. That's just a brotherhood. That's just. Remember, he didn't say Gomez's name. He didn't say Gomez's name. He said He didn't say Gomez's name.
I thought that as well.
Yeah, Van Van Dijk is done with Gomez now.
You know what is with that? Yeah, cool. We know world-class talent. You help transform our club and all that, but he's just a bit of a bitch. Like, he's just always whinging and complaining about something. Like,
He is, man. It's just that long hair, innit? Like, you know, just
Bro, he's got three trims and run in one. You can't trust him. He's got waves, shape up, and a bun. Bro, you can't trust him, bro.
You know, Jerry, this isn't directed at Jerry, but it's light skin syndrome. You come on Ish, you know, in school, the light skins were always the ones that complained and thought they were entitled to everything.
It's true.
I'm out of this one.
Dancing and shit. Singing.
Yeah, you went out.
Jerry's an anomaly, but most that know just whinge. That's bad.
Oh man.
Endo saying, I actually thought Romz was a red through and through, and all this time he was a closet gooner. Very disappointed, bro.
Endo, bro, I'm a red through and through. Trust me.
What red, though, bro? What red?
red?
The Arsenal red or Liverpool?
He's
North London red now. No.
I just said I'm a red. I'm any team in red. That's it.
You know why these are good? You know why these are good? They know the real reason, but every day they're still running with the agenda in the DMs. That, bro, I put something Liverpool on my story about. You shouldn't even put that. Put the Emirates. Put Saka. Put Martinelli.
For anyone who's new, Romz is brother.
Ravi's always on me.
That's the name you got on the back of your Brazil top. Is it Jesus or Martinelli?
No.
No, he's got Martinelli on his top. He's got Martinelli on his Liverpool top.
No, I don't have no one on the back of it. To be fair.
No, you get to a certain age where you can't have name and numbers on your shirt, man.
Yeah, Jamie, I've got De Bruyne on the back of my Liverpool top.
I don't get nothing.
When Jerry first said that,
I've got dad number one.
I fully said if Liverpool, I said if they finish outside of the top four this season, I'm getting this year's Liverpool top with De Bruyne on the back. That's going to be my memento for the season.
Well, luckily, you won't have to do that.
You said that from pre-season to be.
I mean, honestly saying, have you men seen the emotions coming out after that goal? It shows no matter how big you are, scoring for your country in a big tournament does something to a player and a nation. Yeah, the Messi celebration was crazy. It looked so iconic. It looked iconic.
Everyone's celebrations get seen years to come, I know.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And they're saying, I thought the F2 guys were better than Messi and Ronaldo. What? What's his name? Ashley. What's his name? Not Ashley.
Billy Wingrove.
Billy Wingrove, and what's the other one's name, man?
Oh, them, man.
I never remember the other one, you know. I never remember him. I just know he's short and stocky. He's like 5'9".
The next one that's always whinging as well. I don't know his name, man. Oh, Jeremy Lynch. That's it. Jeremy Lynch. That's the one. Sammy saying, Jerry, have you been watching the Bucks, bro? Giannis destroying anything moving right now. All we need is Middleton back healthy, and we're getting another chip.
Who the fuck are the Bucks?
Fans, basketball. NBA.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah. The Bucks, we got this. Giannis is the best.
Where did the Bucks play? What state?
Oh, Milwaukee.
Oh, right. Oh.
Yeah, Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah. Co-op saying Carragher was carried by Hipia and he should have been dropped for Agar as well. Would even say Hencho was better than Kara over.
Whoa. Kara played left back, right back, centre back, all decently. So he was decent.
Yeah.
Hipia was quality.
Honestly saying Lewandowski was literally crying after scoring for Poland. I was happy for the big man.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
That's what Ant just said. Nunes got bury Ronaldo Monday. Oh dear.
But before we head out, guys, Ish, Jamie, Romz, let the people know where they can find you. Obviously, they'll see you here on the Jerry James World Cup show, but just let them know of anything coming up. I know, Jamie, you have a few watch-alongs, Ish, captions. I don't know if anything else is in the pipeline. But yeah, let the people know, man.
Cool, Ish.
Just same old captions every day, all day, every day. That's it. Instagram. That's where you can catch me. Love, bro. Love. But yeah, I'm here. I'm back here. I'm not here tomorrow, but then next week, back every day again. And then man, just enjoying the content.
That's it.
Yeah,
Jamie?
guys. Well, you can find me usual place, Shane Phillips Football Chats, and got the Germany-Spain watch along tomorrow. Should be a good one. Germany going straight out, Spain going through, then coming straight on here to laugh about it. Can't wait.
Yeah, exactly. Funny.
That's actually nuts that they're going out. I think they are as well. That's crazy.
Romz.
Yeah, my handle's here, and you'll find me here pretty much every night, and Saint FC TV. So yeah, but don't speak about anything Liverpool at the moment. I'm not. G's trying to draw me out, and I'm not speaking about Liverpool until the 20th. I'm not speaking about Liverpool till the 20th of December. I don't want to speak about them for now. So let's just speak World Cup. But yeah, that's where I am.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Big up. Gio quickly just saying Milwaukee, not state, bruv. No, it's Wisconsin. Wisconsin, yeah, but Milwaukee is obviously the...
What's Milwaukee famous for?
I don't know.
Oh, a certain serial killer, isn't it? Yeah. What's his name? Yeah, Dahmer, ain't it? Yeah, that's it, Jeffrey Dahmer. Someone said I looked like him the other day. I was well pissed off. Because I had my glasses. Yeah, I had my glasses on, and they're like Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. And I was walking down the street went, you look like Jeffrey Dahmer. Come closer and tell me that.
You don't look like this, bro.
Up a bit too much. I think you should just let that one slide, Jamie, you know. Then come closer and tell me that, and then you do something mad. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Big up to our Team Coppish in the building. Big up to Team Coppish. Shout out to Coppish as well, because they've literally recently got a deal to promote
the Penguin thing.
Yeah,
the Penguin. That's crazy.
That's a massive deal for them. So big up to Coppish and all the hard work they're doing. But yeah, man, it's been another World Cup show as well. And Dick was saying you're going to do watch-alongs for our Dubai Cup comp.
Yeah, I might be doing it. I might be doing it on Liverpool TV.
I'm going to be so honest, yeah. I'm going to be so honest. When are these games? Like,
yeah,
4th and 7th of December, I think.
I'm taking.
Is it Leon and AC Milan?
I'm taking a month off. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing
I'm not doing a watch along for a Dubai Cup comp. Not even the review. A watch along, dead. Sorry.
No, I might do it. Because Liverpool have almost got a full strength team. So I might do it.
That's actually true, though. You're not even lying, Jamie. We've actually got full.
Hardly any of our players went to the World Cup. That speaks volumes, doesn't it?
One thing I did read though, and I see it generally in the TL. Diaz is back running, isn't it?
He's going playing the Dubai Cup. He's fit.
Like running, yeah.
But like I said, just let me know how it went, innit? For me,
I'll let you know.
There was no YouTube, and you couldn't watch the games. You just, do you know what I mean? You'd go on, you'd get the news flash coming or an email just saying Liverpool 1-2-0 against.
No, 1-0. Last minute.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? That's about it.
Jamie, if Elliot has a stinker, you let me know straight away. Do you hear me?
I will keep that to myself.
No, I'm joking.
You're a punk, bro. You're a punk.
Exactly. But guys, it's been another World Cup show. Big up to everyone that's tuned in. Please make sure you're smashing a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Yeah, it's been a World Cup show, and we're out. Boom.